11.
Week 1.
Yeah.
Like averaging 20 plus points. That's only happened one other time in the
Reed was going to NFC Championship game. He even went to a Super Bowl.
He went to like 5 or 6.
NFC Championship game. They got a hell of a team. They call plays that fits like.
What game I was watching, but they kept saying we live. They kept saying, "Oh, you just gotta stay attached." They're staying attached here. They said it the whole game.
The Oklahoma City game.
Oh, it was, man, I'm like, bro, if you don't find another word.
But that fit that description to a T, because that's exactly what they did. They just stayed close and attack when they needed to be. And
we live, Spike. What up, everybody? Oh, let me switch to the comments.
Siakam should be killing Josh Hart.
Who?
Siakam.
You say he is?
He should be.
He should be, but he not.
Oh. Well,
Josh Hart needed an award,
guy, bro.
Josh Hart needed an award for the amount of minutes that he plays and the effort that he gets for it and the production. Like, he needed an award.
Yeah.
He been kicking ass.
Like I told Ken, he started at the 4 tonight. He started at the 4 spot. They started McBride.
He's been playing every minute of every game.
They started McBride, Brunson, DiVincenzo, Hart, and Hartenstein.
DiVincenzo is the one that's killing folks.
True.
But yeah, Thibs out there running them boys like slaves, bro.
Literally.
Man, like they go. It's going crazy, bro. So yeah. But yeah, it's dirty work. I know. I still think he ain't shit really, but
Who, DiVincenzo or
Hart.
Really?
But he doing this.
He
job.
ain't shit for nobody else but the Knicks.
It's
this
like,
role that he plays, it's only fitting for the Knicks.
Hart's fine.
Where was he at before he got there? Where did they trade him to get him from? Because I remember Brunson went crazy in the airport because some fans showed him like, look, y'all just traded for Josh Hart. Where was Josh Hart at?
Bro, I don't know.
I don't remember.
I can't remember either.
I know Brunson is a cold dude, but bro, like, nobody can stop this guy. That's why I can't wait to see.
That's why he was number 1 on my list, Ken.
Well, he shouldn't have been that, but I still want to see. That's why I want to see Drew Holiday on him, bro.
That's crazy. You got to double him. You got to double him.
Yeah, I want to see how he does against Drew Holiday, because Drew Holiday. Well, who cooked Drew Holiday one time? Somebody was lighting him up.
It was Jimmy Butler, right?
And they big.
I think it was Jimmy.
I think it was Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, I think it was Jimmy. Oh, that's Rick Carlisle's the coach. Well, no wonder they made like this.
Right.
They're just good enough. Like, he didn't even look when he made that pass.
No.
I can't believe the Pacers are this much. Like, the Pacers are a much better team.
Bro, the Pacers shouldn't even be here, though.
Facts.
Like,
well, what do you mean they shouldn't be here?
They got a.
There it is. I was wondering what the bet was, and I forgot it. My God, man, I appreciate it.
Because we bet them two.
Me and you had the winning bet. What was the bet?
Denver was going to win.
Denver.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a sweep.
Yeah, they had put
grab the cups.
They had
grab the cups, Tito. Grab the
they
cups.
had the rings on Minnesota and everything.
Grab them cups.
Yeah, nah, they
he was in
did,
Utah,
bro. Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Josh Hart.
At Utah, he played for the Jazz.
Yeah, he came into his own.
No wonder we had no idea what the fuck he was.
He makes that. Oh my goodness! Did you see that pass?
Look by the sink, like in that little crevice
and
where the trash can is. I think the Red Coast might be there.
He played with the Lakers too.
Yeah, he played with the Lakers.
Crazy thing is, like, I don't even know.
He was drafted by the Lakers, wasn't he?
He was selected by the Jazz. They traded him to the Lakers. I'm sorry, he didn't play at Utah. He traded to the Lakers.
Ooh, nice block.
And then he played with the Pelicans. Then he played with the Blazers. Then he got traded to the Knicks. So he's been 4 different teams. I don't remember none of that. Oh, they about to do him now. Good rebound, Obi. I need Obi to go off. What are you doing? Get another rebound, Obi.
They running away with it.
Yeah.
This is the second quarter.
I like
Now
it, though,
18.
man. I love New York. I don't know. It just seems.
You like New York?
It seems different in the playoffs when New York is winning. Like, it reminds me. I don't know if it's just nostalgia,
You
but
was
it
six
reminds
last
me.
time they was winning the playoffs.
I wasn't that young. 94, like 90. You remember like OJ when they broke into the thing? Like the NBA was different then, and this reminds me of that, man. Like
Wait, you said OJ?
yeah, it was 94, right? When they broke into the New York stuff, you remember that? You don't act like you don't remember that, man. You know when they broke into the games when OJ was playing, riding in the whatchamacallit?
I didn't realize Brunson had 24 already.
He the only offense on that team. Mm-hmm. And he's able to create enough separations for his jump shot, and he just killing them.
I love Brunson game, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Julian says the Celtics have the easiest cakewalk to the finals ever. I mean, I think the Knicks got an easy cakewalk. Oh, to the finals. Nick got me confused because he's talking about the Eastern, like the conference finals, like they mean some shit. So, and he just
As a Knicks fan would.
Well, I've been around this brother for a long time. This is nothing but a setup. Because all he's trying to do is to set it up for when the Knicks make the Eastern Conference Finals, that is going to actually mean something, and it don't mean shit.
I take one.
So that's all it is.
Oh, we got 5 cups.
One for Nick.
Oh, one for Nick.
Yeah, one for Nick. I got to take Nick.
Get fan of Nick.
Yeah, we go.
Sorry, Mom.
But yeah, so that's all it is. So when they get there, you're gonna you have a chance to talk about it.
And shooting that second one. I got to mix that one up.
Mix it up.
So El Toro, let me see what we got. This tequila.
Yeah.
It's a knockoff brand, ain't it?
Said a knockoff, man. Nah, it's good. Nah, this is good.
People got that from Dollar General.
Nah, it's good.
Definitely wasn't going to get no Don Julio or 1800.
Not today.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's straight.
It ain't
Especially for the
nothing
price.
today. Facts.
Oh, you should have pulled that.
I can't believe that they.
That's money.
I don't know. I just can't believe that like 65-49 is such an amazing score to me, man.
Why?
That one.
Because
The Pacers,
like the Pacers are much better.
they're not.
team
They're
than
not
they are.
that
They don't
much
play
better.
defense.
That's crazy.
Remember, they had a hot stretch. and
I don't know
They have more
nobody.
he's saying the talent-wise, they're not
Obi,
a better team.
Obi's still hurt, right? He not playing.
He out there.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
right
he
there.
out there. Okay, got you.
But they struggled down the stretch, though. They went through a really bad period with Halliburton fell off. So I think that trade, when they went and got Siakam, I don't think that
It wasn't it.
helped them out as much as they thought it would.
Well, you remember? Oh, never mind. I was gonna say they were the runner-up in the tournament, in-season
Yeah.
tournament, but they.
The Lakers won it.
Yeah,
Where they at?
that's why I stopped. I stopped myself. I was like,
So that's the thing when I see the pace, when I look at the Pacers.
I think Siakam is going to help him out, like after the offseason training camp.
Look at that.
Working, yeah.
wow.
he was wide open. What was that?
The biggest thing for me with this team is Halliburton and how he plays. He's very inconsistent. There's games when he can get you 25.
What year is he in?
3. The second year? I thought it was his third.
Here's what happened to
Sorry,
him,
you
though.
No,
Because I know I was, and I know
this
pretty
ain't
much
the
all of
second
us were hyping Halliburton up because we thought
No,
he
it
had
is his
nets,
third.
bro,
It
because
is
he
his
was
third.
balling.
It
Yeah.
looked like it can.
What happened to Halliburton?
People figuring him out.
He's in his
he
third
he
year.
ain't there yet.
He's
I
in his
think we
third
thought
year.
that he was there. He ain't there yet. He's still ascending to there, and he can still make it there. He's just not there yet.
In my theory of 3 to 5, one of the things that I talk about, consistency. You have to find consistency in that 3 to 5 year range.
Like-
He's in the first year of the 3 to 5.
He still let teams shut him down. Like there's still teams that
This in
have a
the
good
playoffs.
they have a good
Yeah.
defensive plan against him, and they shut him down.
And that's part of in my theory that you have to learn to overcome once you become a focal part of the game plan. Once your name is like
Yes, you-
first,
you the
second,
dude.
like then it's like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to start to understand how to overcome
You got to
what
figure
the
them
defense
25
is trying
out.
to do to you.
Facts. You got to figure them 25 points out. I don't care what you got to do.
Here's
If it's getting to the
thing.
line,
He's a point guard. So it's not always about scoring the 25.
Mm-hmm.
If you score 12, can you get 12 assists?
14 assists.
Right.
Yeah.
And he was actually doing both when he
was doing-
yeah,
exactly.
he was lighting it up.
So if you don't score, as a point guard, I'm cool if you don't score. Are you controlling the tempo of the game? Are you controlling
He's not.
how you're? And he's not.
And Julian's right. He got hurt, and he ain't really been the
Back
same.
sense. Right. That's true.
Yeah. So, but he still shows flashes. Like, come on, man.
Hey man,
Y'all-
they got to
doing-
trade Julius
He
Randle.
ain't doing
bro.
what Brunson. Yeah, he out of there.
You got to trade.
Won't
I'm
Julius.
sorry,
Won't even
bro.
want-
They're
You
playing
don't
better
even
without.
want- You don't even want Randall coming back on the court
Nah,
with a team like
you know
this.
what? He's
No.
a ball stopper.
Yeah.
Because he
He
thinks
need
he's
the ball. Yeah,
he's the guy.
exactly.
He's not the guy.
Bro,
Brunson
y'all-
can't do what Brunson do without. Excuse me, with Julius Randle.
Yeah,
on
but
the
they
court.
can't be letting Bronson do that shit to him like that, bro.
No, they can't.
Brunson is that nice.
I don't
You-
think nobody can stop that, Ken. He that good. Like
he
you're
good.
saying,
He's three
nobody
doubles.
can let
He
him
good.
do it, but
You-
I don't think
Ken
nobody can
knows he's
stop that.
Good. Ken
He
talked about
good.
him in
He
Dallas.
did.
Yeah,
I remember that.
So, and he's
You can't
on.
When I had him my
Yeah.
number one player in my rankings this
That's
past
why I don't
week,
know why Ken turned on him like that.
Yeah.
He was his guy.
Brunson is that dude, man.
You know how we talk
I see that
about.
black and black run.
I seen that.
You know how we talk about. It's a very niche market. Let's just say if the Golden State Warriors blow it up, where Draymond can go, New York is one of those places. He works with Brunson. And
That's true.
And he fits better than Julius. He
that's
gives you
true.
what
He's
Julius
looking
gives
for-
you
Yeah, he's looking for.
for the pass. He's
Yeah.
looking to lubricate the offense.
And
Yeah,
I would
Julius gonna
rather
hold
have
it.
I would rather have that personality on my team to market than I would Randle.
He fits the New York market.
He does fit the New York market.
With the media, who it is, like I would 1,000,000% want Draymond. I agree with that. That's really good.
That's a good market for him. If Golden State is gonna blow it up and send motherfuckers all over the world.
As they should.
Yeah, because Julius is gonna hog that ball. He needs the touch.
Damn, Brunson got a white wife?
He does.
Somebody said it in the chat. Somebody said I stopped
he
liking
talk like
Brunson
it.
because he got a white wife. I didn't even know that.
He talk, I ain't surprised.
No,
I'm not shocked either, but
I just need Brunson to, you know, I don't want people to overhype him. Anyway, let's get the show on the road. Here we go. This is the place where sports opinions collide. Dead in sports. I'm your host, Kenneth B. Inch. Joining me on the show, we have FIFO, Shelton,
What's happening?
and we got Spike.
What up, though?
So yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and get into the show. That was a little pre-show talk there that we had going on. We have the game going on here, so as well, since it was just the four of us tonight. So yeah, Q may be popping on next week. Yeah, hit me up, but wasn't able to have him on tonight. So yeah, man, it's just us, The Blacktastic Four.
How long you been working on that one, Ken?
It just hit me right there.
That was a freestyle.
Yeah, yep. Let's start with the NBA draft lottery. Out of all the times to get the number one pick, it would be this year.
It would be this year.
You know, the Atlanta Hawks secured the number one overall pick in this upcoming NBA draft. And this is actually the first time in franchise history.
Yep.
Is this the worst draft to have the number one overall pick?
No, the Andre Bargnani one is. But you know what's also interesting? I think it's the last 5 years the Detroit Pistons have picked that number 5. Or something like that. It's like 4 or 5 years they've picked that number 5. And I think the Hawks only had a 3% chance of getting number 1. So they was like outside looking in. So for the fact that they got number 1 is crazy. Ken, I'm not saying that this is the worst one. I think the Bargnani what is that? 01? 2000? 2001?
Who else went in that draft?
We'll have to look it up. I'll pull up my phone. But
Is it Andre Bargnani?
yeah. Bargnani. Hey,
don't
he
even
Italian.
remember that nigga name.
So that nigga, you know, is not spelt the way it sounds. But Ken, here's the thing. And I've been looking at it. This is not a good draft, right? Like this is a draft full of role players and potential stars. You know, just like the Giannis draft. I can't remember what year he went like 13th or 14th. He was like right at the end of the lottery. You know what I'm saying? You redraft that class, obviously he goes number 1.
Okay.
They said, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say they said the 2000 was the worst draft.
2000 was that the Bargnani draft?
That's the one with Kenyon Martin was the top pick.
They tripping because Kenyon was nice.
No, but it was only 3
All-Stars from there.
ever played an All-Star game.
Oh, okay. So totality, yeah, but Kenyon was nice.
Yeah.
2006.
06 was Bargnani?
Yep.
Okay. Who was in that draft, Ken?
They consider that 4.
Aldridge was in there. Lowry, Millsap,
See, that ain't that bad.
Rondo.
But Lowry and Millsap are really good, but not great.
Brandon Roy came out of that one.
Injury prone.
Yep. Rudy Gay, it's
It's very mediocre. Now, the thing about this particular draft, Ken, and I've been looking, there's a lot of French niggas all of a sudden that's at the top of the draft.
Crazy.
And there's a 19-year-old that's 7'1". He's not Wemby. Wemby is generational.
It ain't the dude, the number 1 pick dude, right?
Yeah. Huh?
The number 1 pick dude, it ain't him. Right?
Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
That's what we talking about?
Yeah. The French kid. He's 19. He's 7'1" with like a 7'8" wingspan. Tall, lanky motherfucker. He's not as nice as Wemby, but he does Wemby things, especially defensively. So, he's blocking 3-point shots. He's blocking jumpers. He's blocking layups. He can move. He has a little bit of ball handling and shooting ability. Again, he's not Wembanyama, but he can do Wemby type of things. And I think that moving forward in the NBA, there's a meme that's been going around where, niggas got Karl Malone, Charles Barkley, all these swole ass, Anthony Mason, Charles Oakley type motherfuckers. And now you look at the NBA and it's fucking Chet and Wemby and Siakam, fucking 6'10", 6'11" motherfuckers, lengthy type motherfuckers, thin type motherfuckers. It is what it is. It's just where the NBA is transitioning to. To me, that French guy, he makes sense. Whether you keep Trae Young or not, that's a whole nother discussion. We talking the draft. To me, you take that 19-year-old because that's just where the NBA is going. And I think he's a compliment to what you have going on with Jaden. You know what I'm saying? I want to say
Jalen Johnson.
Yeah. I really like his game. He definitely, I think he's a better version of who did they let go? I'm bad with names.
John Collins.
John Collins. I think he's a better version of John Collins. He's still young. He got to put on a little bit of weight. But I think that, and I'm bad with names with the 19-year-old French guy, but I think that he fits what they're trying to create and also what the new NBA is like. So it kind of sucks that this is the year that they get it, but I think they get a guy that they can utilize, whether Trae is on the team or not.
Yeah, because I was just looking at a mock draft. It's on Yahoo, and I don't know any of these names. Half of these motherfuckers are overseas.
Mm-hmm. You're talking about Alex Sarr.
Sarr. Yeah.
Is that the one you were talking about?
Yes. He's like 7'1" with like a 7'8", 7 fucking.
A knockoff of the true value version of Wemby.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
Oh, they have him listed as a center. So
yeah.
Okay.
And then they're talking about moving on from Clint Capella, which makes sense, which gives him the time. Yeah. It's just where we are at
now.
He's
black. I didn't know he was black.
Yeah.
I thought he was
all of them French niggas is black. There's
French Africans.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
You gonna have a jersey tomorrow.
French Africans.
There's like 3 or 4 of them that they're talking about going in the lottery from France.
Okay. All right. Alex Sarr. Interesting.
He's not Wemby though. They want you
He's
to be
not
fully
Wemby.
understand. He's not Wemby. He's just like a version.
Wemby-like.
He's a version of that player in 2020.
Well, fortunately, on here, Wemby is not anywhere near this description of what he can do on Yahoo Sports. So.
Yeah, because he's not as refined. He's freakish. Like you don't see 7'1" dudes move like that.
Yeah,
but he's not a guard. Like Wemby is a guard stuck in a fucking 7'4" body. Like this dude is not that. He's more Chet. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's even less than Chet offensively. But he moves like Chet. Like he's a big man that can move. He's not a guard in a big man's body, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Man, who babies are these? All these black men over there.
Hey, Tony Parker was going.
Africans went over there. Hey, the Africans went over there. They raised hell, kid. The French woman was like, oh, we. That's where these babies coming
And
from.
probably some of them cast offs that didn't
Yeah.
make the league, bro. That went overseas and they done started spreading their seeds, bro.
Connection.
X, man.
Dang, that's interesting because I'm looking them up now and I'm like, there was another one look like a white ass name.
You mess you up.
Yeah, Zachariah. Zachariah
African than a
I'm
motherfucker.
like, shit. All right, so yeah, he gotta be of the flower persuasion. But
Look at how the ball moves without what's his name, Julius. Julius would have been take that
would've
ball.
shot it.
He would have shot it or went to the rack.
And it's
or
crazy.
would he would
With the left.
It's crazy because this Knicks team is playing without 3 starters. You're missing.
People knock Tibbs, man, and talk about how he run people into the ground, but he do this too, though. He make, like, I don't even know half of these people for the Knicks team, and they out there hooping in the playoffs.
You know why? Because the thing that that Tibbs gives you is structure. Offense is always questionable. The Knicks are playing good, I think, partly because you got 3 Villanova niggas, and they
know each
obviously
other.
have chemistry.
They know each other.
You know what I'm saying? So that's part of why the offense looks better than older Tibbs offenses. But Tibbs gives you structure. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing. Remember when they hired Tibbs, I was like, bruh, stop hiring these retreads. But I said it's not a bad pickup. It's not, because you know that he's going to make the team better.
And he fit for someone like New York. Like the fan base, people who support the team, like they don't care that Josh Hart is playing 40 however minutes. They don't care.
Yeah.
All they care about is, you New York, you out here, you diving for loose balls, you doing all these things.
Yeah, you gritty.
They getting behind that. Like they don't care. All of the criticisms that most of the major media outlets give Tibbs as far as running your players into the ground, New York don't care about that. So he can last there a lot longer than he would last in a lot of
until
other
they
cities.
lose the series.
Until they lose.
Or they get their star player injured multiple
Yeah.
times.
Or until Brunson get hurt. Right.
Exactly. Not hold on. Now with that statement, I am not implying that the reason why Derrick Rose got hurt was because of Tibbs. That was just freak accidents. But the Joe Kim Noahs, the Luol Dengs, the Carlos Boozers, those guys were impacted because of Tibbs.
Man, shit, Brunson got hurt in this series, so you know, and 3 starters are out. We don't, you know, but anyway, Shelton, are you high on this draft? And if you're not, if you are the Hawks, would you trade this pick for someone else that can come help Trey?
I'm not high on this draft at all. I'm with everybody else because I looked at some of these names. I was just checking to see what my Hornets were going to pick and what that looked like. And they're talking about they're projected to pick up Stephon Castle from UConn, which I can't
That's
say how much he
the
would.
white boy?
Nah, that's a black dude from UConn, number 5.
Stephon, bro.
Yeah, right. You're right. Good point. Really good. You're right. I missed that
But
point.
I don't know how much he'll move the needle. They're saying it's a good pick, but I looked at this draft and I'm like, let's just get on to the next one. Trading that pick, 1, what could you get for it? And 2, who would want it? 3, you want somebody to pair with Trey. If you can figure out a way to keep Trey, you keep Trey and you pair him with the big man and kind of help develop that big guy. That way you got the small big combination. And that may work for the Hawks because they hadn't had a 4 or 5 to make a huge impact in a long time. John Collins, we always looked for him to turn the corner. He never did. Clint Capella wasn't really expected to be much but a defensive presence, and
He did his job.
he did. But I'm saying, like, he didn't. He's not a
No, he don't take you over the top.
He's
Right.
in the way now.
yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
He's just
Right.
somebody that's right there.
Right.
He's taking minutes. He's taking minutes because his team is not competing.
No.
And what Clint Capella brings to your squad is defensive presence. He's going to get blocks and change shots. He's going to get you rebounds, and he's going to rim run. He's going to set picks, and he's going to go to the rim. That's it.
Right.
Don't expect nothing else.
So that's why. And
I
and
can't
that's
run
not
no
what the
sets for
Hawks
him.
need.
I can't do anything in the playoffs that's gonna make me a better basketball team. Like he's only gonna be somebody there that's picking up pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He got to go to a squad that already has offense figured out.
Right.
That, I mean,
Yes.
oh, y'all ain't getting rebounds? Bring me in.
Dallas.
Y'all ain't getting blocks?
Like Dallas. Or
Dallas
somewhere
is
like that.
perfect.
He would be great in
Dallas is perfect. Run to the rim, my guy.
Yep.
Just put your hand up.
Me and Kyrie gonna do everything. You just make sure throw your hand up. Yep.
Right. And hell, even Dallas don't even. They got Likely doing that now.
Yeah,
They
and they
got
don't
that
even need him.
covered.
Right, exactly. They don't even need him.
You know who could use them? Golden State.
Golden State could use any type.
Any
of size.
big, any
Yeah.
person that's bigger than
That can
6'10".
that can get to the rim.
And they love light skinned niggas.
So he
Capella
gonna-
does.
They do.
Capella Capella longer than you.
Yeah,
Capella,
I thought y'all were talking about somebody else.
No, we was talking about
Clint Capella.
I heard y'all say Derek Lively.
Oh yeah.
Derek Lively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talking about Clint.
Nah, they don't want him. Yeah, they over dark skinned niggas in Golden State.
Capella, I was saying Capella was light skinned in Africa.
Yeah. 100%.
Only certain parts too.
Yeah, Draymond, Jay Brett, man, they done.
Hey man,
They done, bro.
If he go to the Sudan, they calling him like Angelica or some shit. Like, you a white girl out there.
You like, you bleaching your skin over here, my nigga.
Spike, you trading the pick?
Yes. If I'm the Hawks, I want to make more of a splash than I can in this draft. Like this draft, it's just they're not enough like mainstream key players like we've seen with Zion, like we've seen with Wemby, like we've seen with all of these other players. So if I'm the Hawks, what I would rather do is see how I can trade for a big name player and get people in the seats, because that's what Atlanta about. Like Atlanta is about.
Who do you think is willing to give up a big name player for this draft?
That's a good question. If I'm the Hawks, I'm open to whoever.
No, I know.
Whoever,
So
if you got a big name star, if you Zach LaVine, if you fucking
look,
whoever, like I'm willing to listen versus taking that 7'1" French dude.
No, 100%.
And putting him in Atlanta.
You gotta
that
listen.
just don't mix. That's not my marketing thing. And I'm speaking solely from a business standpoint versus a basketball.
100%. But look, my thing is this, right? Like, because I feel oftentimes when we talk trades and this, that, and the third, we look at it one-sided. We're looking at it from the Hawks' perspective. Right. I don't disagree. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if he changes your life overall.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? However, when I look at it from the other perspective, who's like, oh yeah, we gotta go get him.
We want that number one pick.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm willing to give up one of my guys.
That's fair.
So in this draft, I don't necessarily disagree of being open to trading it, but who wants it?
Who gonna take it?
Right.
And that's the question.
How good is your GM? How good is your GM to get people on the phone and say, hey, this is the number one pick. This is the value that it holds. I'll take this. And you still feel like you getting a deal.
Look. Let's just canvas the NBA, right? Like, if we look at teams that are in a rebuild, because when you have the number one overall pick, obviously you're rebuilding to a degree. It doesn't always happen, but it happens.
That means something. The number one pick means something.
It does.
As a team, you should be able to market that. If
No,
I'm the Hawks,
100%.
I don't want to, but I do want to push that off on someone else.
Well, okay, but my thing again, like, who Minnesota doesn't want the number one pick, and they don't have the assets to give up, right? The Knicks don't necessarily want the number one pick. Indiana don't, right? All of the playoff teams don't want that number one pick. So let's exclude half of the NBA already. We look at Charlotte. Is Charlotte really wanting to move up? Now, my thing is from a basketball perspective, you got LaMelo, you got Brandon Miller. You go get a 7'1" First dude. That shit works.
Makes all the sense.
That, and if I'm New Orleans,
but what are you giving up? No,
Right.
hold on.
Right.
Let's pause.
I got a lot of pieces.
No, wait, hold on.
Brandon
Let's
Ingram.
pause in Charlotte. Who are you giving up? Because all of those dudes ain't worth the number one pick outside of LaMelo. And the Hawks already have DeJounte and Trey. Who am I getting in return from Charlotte? Because it makes sense for Charlotte, but it don't make sense for Atlanta.
Yeah, it's got to make sense. For
So
both sides.
let's move on. Who else is available?
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Yeah,
Right?
They're going to get rid of
think that's
Brandon
one of the
Ingram.
big
He
ones.
won't be there next year.
If I'm Brandon Ingram, you Bones, or of course they're not going to trade Zion, but there are a lot of pieces there. That New Orleans is a really good team. If I'm New Orleans, if I'm Memphis, I'm willing to be like.
I don't need Brandon Ingram
What y'all
from
need?
Atlanta.
Why not, Ken? That's been their
big.
glaring hole.
Brandon Ingram?
If I get Brandon Ingram and I got Trey Young,
They drafted 3 niggas to fill that spot.
Yeah, I know.
But
but
you got
he's more
Hunter,
of
you
like
got
a-
that.
No, but Hunter's not that. Hunter is nowhere near in the stratosphere of Brandon Ingram. And I'm not saying Brandon Ingram is like, Yeah,
that's what I was
but he would help Trey.
Right.
That would be if I got Brandon Ingram and I'm Trey.
It's an upgrade. It's an upgrade over Travis
I'm
Hunter.
5, 6, 7, 8 in the East.
They drafted Herter. They got rid of Herter and they drafted Cam. They drafted 3 people to play that 3-4 spot. And Hunter is the best out of the 3, but he's marginal. He's mediocre, but he hasn't taken that jump.
Brandon likes to shoot the ball. He wants to be the guy, bro.
You don't
That's
think,
why
you don't think him and Trey can play together?
Bro, he don't even like playing with Zion.
That's true.
So okay, so
He wanna be the dude.
So New Orleans is technically out.
They out.
Who else we got? San Antonio. San Antonio not going back to back.
They not because they got two
They
top
got 2
10
picks
picks
already.
They got
Exactly.
2 in the top 10.
So and then let's say if they trade both of those to get the number, like it don't make sense.
Yeah.
What if I'm Cleveland?
There's nobody you can use. You got Evan
Who are you
Mobley.
taking back?
Yeah.
Who is Cleveland giving up, and who does Atlanta want?
Yeah,
Because they're not going to give up Evan Mobley.
Cleveland got 2 bigs, and you got Jared Allen.
So
What
if Cleveland give up Allen, that ain't
Nah,
I
hell
wouldn't
no.
know.
Not doing that?
Not for the first pick.
Not
Nah,
doing it?
nah. Shit. Who? Hold on.
Well, it don't matter. It's the exercise of futility because we know it's just they're gonna have to try to make the best of what they can. It's interesting looking at the draft just over the last starting in 2017. So I went to 2016, but you know that's the Ben Simmons draft. You got Brandon Ingram if somebody wanted to point out him, but 17 the last couple of years you had Jason Tatum. And De'Aaron Fox. Those are 2 names. We didn't know Tatum was going to be a guy, but nevertheless, he was
I
there.
don't know if he is still.
In 2018, Doncic, Trae Young. You know, I know people criticize him. Shai, Gilgeous-Alexander. I'll stop there. That's in 2018. We're talking about just redrafting situations. So talent that came out.
Look at that 13 draft.
2019, Zion, Ja Morant. That's good enough. 2020, Anthony Edwards. LaMelo Ball can play. If he just stay hurt. 2021, you got Cade Cunningham. You got Jalen Green. So you got some guys in that one. 2022, we already know Paolo Banchero. That would have been a nice number 1 pick. You know, Jabari Smith, Chet Holmgren, Keegan Murray can play, Jaden Ivey. That was a good draft.
It was.
That was good. Shaden Sharp. Man, there's some names in here. And of course, we know what happened last year with Victor. Brandon Miller turned out to show he can play.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Scoot.
better than
Sorry, Brandon.
Scoot.
Yeah, Scoot
Still,
had
yeah.
He
moments.
recovered.
he had
Scoot
moments.
Still,
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
He just
there's
wasn't
still a
what I
runway for
thought he
him.
was gonna be.
There's still a runway for him to be good.
Yeah. Again, he's going into his second year. It's super early. We can't label him a bust yet.
Yeah. It was just 1 year, but and then you got this draft. Like, you know, you think if you're the Hawks, like all those guys could have been guys for you, and then you stuck with, you know, a bunch of these guys here and there. So I don't know. We'll see what they do. I don't keep up with the stuff anymore. FIFO is the one that be putting us on game with a lot of these guys. But and Shelton too. But y'all ain't been talking about any of these guys so far.
This draft.
That's what we had nothing to say about.
This one of the worst drafts that I can remember in recent history.
Yeah.
Oh, you said
The only reason I
2013.
know about Stephon Castle like that is because he's from Newton County. He's from down the street from my house. Other than that, I wouldn't know nothing about
Shelton, you asked 2013, Anthony Bennett, Victor Oladipo,
That's it.
Otto
That's the
Porter,
worst one.
Cody
That's the worst
Zeller, Nerlens Noel. Jeez, bro.
That's bad.
one. What was that, 10 years ago?
Yeah, it's 2013. Shelton
Every
wanted to
10
put that
years
one
you
up.
get one like this.
The only one was Giannis.
Because they had back-to-back picks that, you remember Cleveland picked Anthony Bennett and Wiggins, and neither one of them did nothing.
Yeah.
Well, they traded Wiggins.
No. But I'm saying he was there. They were there at the same time doing nothing before they traded him. You know,
So if y'all were the Hawks, y'all would definitely try to trade this pick. Y'all would take it and do it.
I just don't look. I'll get on the phones and I'll work the phones. I just don't know what I'm getting in return.
Yeah.
And realistically, what you're going to get in return is not better than the potential of that 7-foot
I don't
Frenchman.
know. I think I feel more comfortable in my returns than I would him.
Only if you get number 1 pick.
Because I don't know.
Yeah, that's the
I
only
don't,
way
I
I
don't,
would
I don't, I'm not sure. Like I
can't
see
guarantee that.
the
Right.
scouting report on this dude, and it's cool, but I still don't know
here's
if
the
I'm
thing.
taking the number 1 pick, and I know what people value that as.
But-
I know,
That's
like
the value isn't there though.
I gotta
Exactly.
hit the phone.
The
It's on me
value's
to
in the
work.
draft. Spike, the value's in the draft, not in the number.
And not in me
this
working
draft
it.
is weak. So the when you work the phones, what you're going to get in response is going to be weak. It's going to be equal value to whatever this draft is. Now, the reason why I say the potential of this guy is because, look, we seen what Clint Capella could do for this roster, right? When they traded to Houston, I forgot what they gave up. But when he came
remember.
back, the Hawks were a better team,
Yes.
right? This guy is obviously better than Clint Capella. So to me, he could take you further than where you are right now. Not year one. Like, I'm not gonna put that onus on him to come in here and change because he's not Wemby. Now let's just say if Wemby was in this draft and the Hawks got him, hey, bro, with Trey, DeJounte, and Wemby, we're talking Eastern Conference Finals at minimum, in my opinion. When you got Wemby back there, but with this guy, I think that if you develop him right, and I like the coach Quinn Snyder. I do like their coach. If they could develop him, it's going to take 3 to 5 years. He's a 19-year-old French guy. You know what I'm saying? Now, the good thing about European players is that at a young age, they play against grown men. Mm-hmm. So the learning curve for him isn't going to be immense. He's going to be able to come in and contribute. What does that contribution look like? I don't know. But I think that he's going to be able to get block shots. I think he's going to be able to rebound. So you're replacing Clint. So you're going to stay at the status quo year one. Year 2, 3, 4, 5, you could take a jump depending on the other moves that you make. Again, am I working the phones? 100%. I'm with you, Spike. If I'm Landry Fields, I'm working the phones to see what I can get. But probably they're going to draft.
He's going to settle on taking it.
Because of the potential.
Let's talk about the guys that are here and the guys that are still playing. Mm-hmm. Divisional round reactions. So, that's here for a reason. Last week,
what a difference a week.
What a difference a week, mate, bro.
Denver's out of it. They ain't got a shot, Shelby.
Minnesota got the championship. Hey, they sizing up their ring.
It was all good just a week ago, right?
Shit. I like Anthony Edwards too, bro.
Yeah.
No, but here's the thing, right? And I asked everybody, nobody had an answer. I didn't have an answer either. Mike Malone didn't have an answer. When I said, what is the adjustment? They didn't necessarily adjust. What did Mike Malone say after the first 2 games?
I don't get paid to tell you that.
No, I feel you. I remember.
Yeah.
But what did Mike Malone say? Mike Malone didn't talk X's and O's. He said, "It's your heart. Are y'all gonna come show up?"
Well, that's a part of it too. It's very, what I realized and what I thought about later on. It's very hard to play that type of intense defense like they was playing
for 6-7 games,
for multiple games.
Yeah,
there's a reason why NBA players coast a little bit. Now they're not coasting where they're cheapening the product. They just pick and choose their spots. The great ones do that. But they played an entire game, 48 minutes, in your face, smash mouth defense. That was 48 minutes of hell. They was right on.
It's impossible to do that.
And it's impossible to do that for a series.
Let me ask y'all this, because after the 2 games in Minnesota, I came away with this question: how in the fuck is Rudy Gobert the defensive player of the year? Because they played better without him in that second game.
I said it. He's not. I don't know how you could make that decision.
White NBA analytics, white media.
But here's the thing, Ken. But even the analytics aren't on his side.
I know, but they are in love with him. They've always been in love with him.
It ain't even just the analytics. I'm looking at him. He's a 7-foot guy. He alters these shots. He's doing all the things.
Thank you. There's no one else. That's what it was. That's what it was.
It's no one else that can do what he does.
Shit.
Wemby was way better.
Wemby was way better. Way better.
No, don't even give me that look. Don't even fix your face.
I'm not saying that. Wait, I'm not saying that y'all are wrong. Y'all are right. However, Wemby's not in the playoffs.
Okay.
And y'all know
this
NBA writers. Y'all know NBA writers. You're right. It is an NBA regular season award, but they take that into account. They take it into account. He's still playing right now, and he's got to be more valuable than Wemby is because Wemby only won this amount of games. Y'all know that. Y'all know that.
I'm gonna tell you the one stat to me that separates them, on and off. When Wemby is on the court, they're like a top 2 defensive team. When he's off, they're literally one of the worst teams.
I agree. I agree with you.
No, I feel you. I'm just speaking my piece to what you said. When Rudy Gobert is on the court, they're one of the best defenses. When he's off the court, they're one of the best defenses.
Right.
So to me, he doesn't impact. And then here's the thing: Rudy Gobert's defensive numbers were really good, but they weren't Wemby's.
No. It was another stratosphere.
It was another stratosphere. Like it wasn't close. He broke records.
If Wemby played for a winning team, he would have won the award.
But that's ass though, because that shouldn't be the mentality. Because it's called
y'all agree with that.
Player.
Y'all would agree with that though, right?
What?
If he played for a winning team, he would have won.
I think he would have got more first place votes.
Yeah,
but that's unfair.
I can't even say though. Because he affected the game.
The only reason that Gobert won that award is because they were the first place team.
I think it's more so about Wemby being a rookie.
I really think it's
That
more about
too.
him being a rookie too.
That too. But you got to remember, Gobert played for the first place team. This is the
understand
number one
all
team
that.
in the West.
I
So
understand.
if I'm an NBA sports writer and I ain't really tapped in as I should be, and I ain't talking about it like we do here at Dead End Sports, I'm gonna vote for him because that makes the most sense.
But when he's off
the
the
number
court-
one guy on the number one team.
But when he was off the court, there's still a top 5 defense. So what impact are you having? When this other guy, this rookie, when he's off the court, they're one of the worst teams.
I'm not arguing against that. I agree with you 100%.
I
I'm just
feel
saying.
you just talking too.
From a media standpoint, I see how people will be like, "Oh, I'm picking him." It's lazy. It's a lazy pick to say I'm going to take Gobert, and that's how he won it.
Right.
I think for a lot of people being lazy.
Yeah, that shit crazy, bro.
Super lazy.
Rudy Gobert is going to be up there with Dikembe Mutombo, Ben Wallace.
You know, I had a conversation
That's
with B.
crazy.
I had a conversation with B, and I was like, bro, you got to put this nigga in the Hall of Fame now.
Gobert?
4 defensive player of the years. There's only 2 other people that did it.
No.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yes.
That's
Yes.
crazy. That's crazy.
Yes. 100% Ken. Yes.
Ben Wallace. Who'd you say? Ben Wallace and who?
Dikembe.
Dikembe.
Yeah.
The 4.
He ain't even in the league.
And who even
understand
scared of
that.
him? Like they look forward to matching up against him.
I want to dunk. People
I get
want to
what you're
dunk.
saying.
They want to dunk on him.
Yeah.
No, 100%. But at the end of look, 4 defensive player. He's damn near guaranteed Hall of Fame, bro. Damn near.
Yeah. And
You
Joker's
can't
licking his
keep a
chops.
4-time defensive player of the year out of the Hall of Fame.
It's hard to do, especially when it's only been done 2 other times.
Exactly. And here's the thing. I'm not saying he's first ballot. He got to wait a couple ballots. I'm cool with
Might
that.
not even have to.
But I agree with that too. Shucks, 4 times, dog. That is a ridiculous accomplishment.
And we know better.
That's true.
Yeah, we know better this year. Like I said, I thought it was a foregone conclusion that Wemby was going to win.
Me too.
With,
Me
you
too.
know, you setting records as a
He
rookie.
should have won. Mm-hmm. I agree with y'all. He should have won.
And like you said, the biggest thing was the plus minus part. And that part makes all of it. Like I can't play defense when I'm not out there. So I can't say my record is the reason why I'm not winning that award. It's not like the MVP where I directly affect everything that goes on with the wins. But yeah, I think that's a farce.
How important is this game? Game 5, the winners of Game 5 go on to win 80+%, win the series 80+% of the time.
Super important. Now, here's the thing, though, Ken. We know this, that Minnesota ain't scared to go to Denver and go get a dub.
It's only so much talking gonna get you, bro.
No, 100%. But you know, they got to show back up. You know, you took 2 in Denver. You came back home and laid an egg. Okay, cool. It is what it is.
2.
Yeah, 2
Now,
eggs.
now 2 out of the next 3 is going to be in Denver. We already won 2 there. All we got to do is take 1 and win 1 at home. That has to be the mentality. Take 1 and win.
Well, you
1.
gotta win 1 at home regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah, regardless.
Yeah.
We got to win the 1 at home, but we got to take 1 in Denver. We already took 2. We just got to take 1 more.
Who you got winning?
Actually, they don't have to win the 1 at home.
Yeah,
They do.
They do.
Well, they can win 2 in
They
Denver.
can win 2 in Denver.
Oh well.
True, but
yeah.
you want to win 1 at home.
But you want
You don't want that, though.
You don't want to
Yeah.
go back. But
You
the
don't
thing
want
about it is the problem that I have with it, and I'm not saying that they're not going to be able to come out and win a game because we've seen them do it. We've seen what Ant can do. I've been saying this since the beginning of the year. Ain't nobody worried about Ant. He played with 2
Yeah, he going.
of the biggest flop players in the world on the court with him at all times. So that's who I worry about.
Name those 2.
You already know.
When we're dependent on a
Who are the 2
cat,
players?
we're depending on a cat to step up. That ain't something I would put my money on.
Who's the other one? Gobert?
And Gobert is my other one. I wouldn't put my money on Gobert to step up either. Mike Conley is going to be solid. I didn't realize how long he's been in the league.
Yeah, bro.
That's crazy.
Old. He old.
I had no idea.
He was
in
part
my
of the
brain.
Grindhouse Memphis Grizzlies. The Grindhouse. Tony Allen, nigga.
That's crazy.
Tony Allen was they starting too.
Think about you.
How long he been
You seen him
retired?
play with Greg Oden at Ohio State.
You
bro.
know how crazy that is?
Think how long ago that was.
That's crazy. I didn't even put that in my. I didn't even wrap my mind around. I think what he been in the league like 17 years now.
Yeah, almost 20.
That's crazy.
And he's still
Because
holding.
he was
And
he's
he's
still
the same
holding it
thing.
down.
He was drafted the same year as KD.
And I remember thinking to myself he wouldn't make it. I remember looking at him like this dude ain't no NBA player.
You didn't think so?
Yeah, no.
When he was playing, bro, when he was playing with Greg Oden, you didn't think that he was
at all.
Not a starting point.
You know
guard.
what I thought? I thought he was like an egg coder. You know, like a good college guy.
Yeah, like
but he wasn't gonna have
college guy.
2-3 years in the NBA and then you out.
Yeah, roll man for a couple
17 years later.
He's starting 17 years.
Yes.
He you know, and
still,
he's playing a
and
valuable
still
role.
effective. He's still
He's still effective.
He's doing the exact same thing he was doing when he got there. But I depend on him more so than I can count on him more than I count on the bigs from them. And like I said, Ant can't do it all. He can't. And the fact that Denver is picking up confidence.
Yep.
You know.
Look at Ant's stat line. 44, 5, and like 2 or 3 steals.
It's ridiculous.
What the hell else is he supposed to do?
He can't do nothing else.
love-
Nothing can be asked of that man. And anytime he gets a matchup, if he's got one-on-one, there's
Take
nothing
him.
you can do with him. I don't care who you put on him. And Denver has some great defenders. KCP is a great defender. He's too small.
Yep.
You can't put Aaron Gordon on him because
Too
he's
slow.
too big and too slow. You can't put
Jamal.
Michael Porter Jr.
Or
That's
Jamal.
not going to work. Jamal
Yeah.
definitely
Hell
not
no.
going to work. Mouse in the house. You have nothing to do. But the smartest thing that Denver is doing is they're letting him get off. But the rest of y'all niggas,
Yeah,
y'all
yeah,
ain't
not-
doing nothing.
yep,
Y'all
yep,
y'all ain't doing nothing.
I need y'all to be better basketball players, and they ain't showed that they can do that.
Right.
You know.
Like
well,
Cat ain't showed that he can be a better basketball player.
Bro,
He did it in
it's
the
like
first game.
it's like
Gobert ain't
it's 2
showed it
games,
either.
Spike.
What you mean?
Now everybody's down on the Timberwolves.
It's not that
No,
they down.
no.
It's just as Shelton was saying. Like I know that Anthony Edwards is going to step out there. And
Shelton was
be
also
a
praising the
superstar.
man.
He
in-
was.
in game
I'll
2
take it off of
against
Shelton
Kawhi.
then. I know that Anthony Edwards is going to go out there and do what he does because I have that faith in him as an NBA
Except for
superstar.
game 3 when he admitted he came out flat. He didn't show up then.
But even still, it wasn't his fault.
He said it
Right?
was his fault. He said
He said
was
it
the
was,
leader.
but
He
it
was
wasn't
the
his
leader.
fault though. Like we could have looked at that game and
Yeah,
been
we
like,
know
okay,
better. That's
I
just- that's
can
just
blame
leadership
Cat,
talking.
I can blame Gobert, I can see where these other
he
people
only
were
had like
lacking
19 points. He didn't show up. Based on his standards.
based on his standards. However, I still feel like that he knows he can come out there and win basketball games. He still needs to depend on people like Cat and Gobert, and that ain't happening. That's not something that's going to be like he can't depend on that.
Why
He can't depend on Gobert.
No,
he can't depend on Cat.
Here's the thing, though, Spike. I feel you're using the wrong word.
Okay.
Depend is the wrong word. Expect is the right word.
Okay.
Because remember how I always talk about whether you're a superstar player or an all-star player or a championship role player. There's different expectations out of that. Ant is the superstar player. I need you to be great 6 or 7 games out of a 7-game series, right? There's one game that we can say questionable because even though he only scored like 19, 20 points, the overall game was still decent enough, right? Like it was still decent enough. But if we give him that one, okay, that's cool. That's the one. You're human. He came back in a loss and still scored 44. Cat is expected as an all-star. He's not a superstar. As an all-star to have 4 to 6 great games. He's giving you 2. He's due for another 2. That's the expectation. You 7 foot. You shoot threes. You say you're the best. You say you're the best shooting big man ever. Nick, I need 2 more games. 2 more great games, right?
Yep.
Gobert, 4-time defensive player of the year. Hey, fuck all that, bro. That man put you in the basket. Without you, we had this man in the ringer.
Yeah.
With you, he need to stay in the ringer.
100%.
You a 4-time defensive player of the year. I expect for you. Now he's not
That's
an
what I
all-star.
was trying to say, Ken. That's
Exactly.
what I was trying to
That's
say.
why I say I got you, Spike. You're not an all-star, but fuck that. You're a 4-time defensive player of the year. And I understand that, in my opinion, Rudy Gobert is a better help defender than one-on-one defender.
Yes.
Not saying he's a trash one-on-one defender, but he's a better help defender. Bruh, this is why you get paid what you get paid to slow motherfuckers like him down. There's only a handful of bigs that I need you to raise your level. I need 4 to 5 good games out of you, bro. You missed one because you had a kid.
Playoff games.
Playoff
Not
games.
even just regular games. I need
Playoff
playoff
games.
intensity.
So here's the thing: you missed one game, you trashed one game. I need 3 more games. I need 3 more games.
Because when they're on, when everybody's clicking, Minnesota's really tough.
100%.
You know, Denver knows that. Denver had to raised their level of play to match Minnesota. They got more physical. They executed at a higher level. All these role players that they weren't making shots anymore from the corner threes and stuff like that. They didn't show up. So they came with the right energy. They just didn't make the shots. And then Cat was like 0 for 7. He's running just doing all this flailing goofy ass shit.
Doing cat shit.
Just play the game, bro.
Play the game.
In the microcosmos, when Rudy tried to help him up and they both went down, I was like, this
crazy.
is them.
That seemed like a skit, right?
Yeah, that was Benny Hill.
That seemed like it was almost fake.
Because Joker flails and stuff like that and complains, but he's out there putting in work.
Yeah.
He complains after the shot go in. So you gotta mentally is the thing that I feel what you guys are saying is like mentally. This is the playoffs.
Yeah,
it's physical.
Yep.
These guys are going to be bodying you. You got to get over there. And it's like Anthony Edwards told him, he said, bro, we need you on the court.
Yes,
you have
all them dumb
out of our two big centers that play in this game. I need you more than I need Gobert.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
I need you out here because you can hit a three. You do all these things in clutch moments that I need. Like Gobert ain't even close to doing these things.
Yes. He looks. Yeah, they be trying to give him shots, and he just.
And there should be times in games when it's him and not Ant.
100%.
Yes,
100%.
Yes, because he asked for that.
Yeah,
he's the one that told us that he was a I'm the player that made all. I'm the dude. He the one that told us that he was that dude. He should be able to make those things. I agree with you 100%.
It should be times when it's his show, and he getting busy.
Facts.
And it doesn't happen often enough. And I did praise him in game. I think it was game 2. He had a really good game, but he should have been able to have a follow-up game that at least kept him close and decent.
He should have showed up in game 4 the way.
100%. Game 3, you give him game 4. So look, he already missed two in a row now, bro.
Tonight.
Out of these last 3, 2 have to be excellent.
Facts.
Yeah.
2 have to be excellent out of these last 3, bro.
I need you to show up as yes.
Minimum expectation.
The person that I'm paying, the person that I'm paying for, the person that I'm expecting to be here in the playoffs, and what I built this team for. You need to show up and do the things that I want you to do.
He should be matching Joker scoring wise at least.
Yes.
At least.
Yes.
At least, Ken.
Right.
I agree with you 100%.
And the crazy thing is, MPJ has not gotten off yet. He ain't got. He's been kind of cold. So. We saw Jamal done got hot. Jamal done figured it out, and Jamal fired up. Joker is clamoring for the ball. I've never seen Joker this aggressive as he was.
He had
in game
to do
4.
it. He had to
he
do
did.
it
He had to.
But Joker making plays.
He is making plays.
He's making plays. That motherfucker making plays, bro. I don't understand how he do it.
He's like, give me the ball.
Did you see what Ant talked about?
What did he say?
He said whenever you make a mistake, Joker's so good he gonna make you pay.
Yes.
He's like he sees your mistake
every time.
Every time.
He's slow.
But
the game is in slow motion.
I'm paying that much, bro. I'm paying that much attention. I'm that good at what I do. Every time you fuck up, I'm going to capitalize.
Every single time.
Yes.
That's what Joker is. That's what makes him one of the best player in the game when people talk about it. Every time you fuck up, I'm going to make it happen.
And to me, this is why I always say point guards are so unguardable, because like when you try to quote unquote stop a point guard, people think about you're not gonna score. But bro, if I get an assist, it's the same 2 points.
Same thing. I got
but that's the thing about Joker. It's like, bro,
when I got somebody that's 7-1 that's doing that. And
that's doing that.
Control the game. It's different.
And like you said, Shelton, that's one of the best things you've ever said on Dead End Sports. He plays slow, but the game is slow for him.
Yes.
Like it's really slow, and it's like if you make a defensive mistake, I'm gonna make you pay. I'm gonna make the right play.
I got you. I know enough about this game. I'm that good.
All right, that's enough Joker talk.
Let me say the last thing about Joker. And now what they're doing is anytime they double Joker, Aaron Gordon is rolling right to the rim.
Yep.
And he finding them all kind of ways, and it's an easy dunk.
To me, the adjustment I would make if I'm Minnesota, I'm not doubling Joker no more.
And he gonna kill you. But you're right.
I know.
You let him do
it. Look, when you have such a great player, it don't matter what you do, bro. They're gonna do what they do. Ant is gonna get his 30-40. Right? Joker's gonna get his 20-20. Like, you can't let Jamal go off.
No.
You double team Jamal. Get him back in a funk. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
the thing about Porter is the way he plays, he's going to be hot or cold. Live with it. Rotate to him, put a hand up. If he made the shot, he made the shot. The nigga 6'10" and he jump high as hell to shoot.
Yeah.
If he make it, cool. But Jamal, nah, bro. Hey, you give up the rock, bro. If he get more than 15 shots, it's a problem.
And they did a good job them first couple games. But like you said, that when he went off that second game, that was it.
Who you got winning the game, Shut? Who y'all got winning the game? This game tonight, game 5.
Ooh.
I got Minnesota. I got Minnesota.
I got Denver tonight at home.
I got Denver.
I think it's hard to win 3 in a row, though.
It is, but they got the confidence. They're the world champs, and they're at home.
They can win 4 in a row. Bro.
They can.
They can.
I thought the same thing. I thought they were winning 4 in a row after the 0-2. But I want Minnesota to win.
Let me say
I'm
something.
going more so on like want than.
We all said going into the series, at least I can't speak for everybody, at least for me, I picked Denver, right? What Minnesota showed me in the first 2 games is like, oh shit, like I haven't seen defense like this in a very long time. Now, that being said, what did I say why I said Minnesota could lose in the first round? Why I say OKC? Experience. And not just experience, championship medal from Denver, bro. Yeah. They've been here, done that.
We do this.
They've been here, they've done that. Cat hasn't been
the last game.
Cat hasn't had expectations of greatness.
Bro, the last game, Minnesota played so much good defense, but Denver was just able to hit difficult shots. Yes. And that's championship pedigree. That's what that is. Like they were doing the best that they could, and still these niggas was draining shots back to back, and you like, damn, I get that.
But if I'm Minnesota, I'm okay with that.
You're encouraged by that
because you're right. How can you consistently keep that up?
You can't keep doing that.
Just your night.
You can't keep doing that if I'm playing defense like that. So that's why I take Minnesota in the next game.
If I'm Minnesota, right, and if I'm Ant, I'm talking all week or however the length of time between the 2 games, I'm talking to Ant, or I'm talking to Cat. Hey, bro.
That's a key.
40 points?
Cat is a key.
50 points? Like, because if I'm Ant, I know I'm going to get mine, bro. Even if I struggle.
If I got to go out here, right.
But I need Cat to ball out.
I'll give you 35, and that's nothing, but I need Cat to give me something. I need you to come and give me 20 and 20. I need you to give me 30 and 10. I need that from you.
I put it to you like this. There's a couple of key points that I'm looking at, Ken, and I know I'm kicking the can on answering the question, but I'm going to answer the question. If Cat has a really good offensive game, if Naz Reid off the bench has an impact offense and defense, and they're swarming how they've been, I'm picking Minnesota. But my heart and my eyes tell me I think that Denver is going to win this game. The championship medal is going to show through, and I think it puts pressure on Minnesota. I think that they're going to be a team that they'll fight back, right? Like Ant was talking a lot about taking punches and punching back.
Yeah,
they have to punch first, and they have to punch harder this game.
Yeah,
we got to be the bully.
If they lose,
we got to be the bully,
and they go back to Minnesota, I'm confident that they can get 1. Now, do they win the 7-game series? I don't know. No, at that point, I'm picking Denver. At that point, they won a championship. They won multiple championships. Like I'm picking Denver just based off of experience, but. If they come out, if Minnesota comes out and punches first, punches harder, and has a counter punch for damn near everything Denver has.
My only thing is they punched them. Minnesota punched them. If it's a boxing match, they got the first lick in, and they caught them off guard. They caught them off balance, and they had them against the ropes. You had an opportunity to take them out, and you didn't do it. So now they're back home. They're looking for this now. Denver's focused. Denver's laser focused. You're not going to beat us 3 times on our court. That's what your mind tells you. So tonight, unlike the first 2 games when they kind of coasted and we're at home, it's going to be la-da-da, we're going to do this. This time it's a must win.
And they had Lakers funk. You know what I'm saying? Think about how many times that they played the Lakers, how close it's been. Like,
they play
you. And then it's like, damn, these young ass motherfuckers running around. Lakers wasn't doing that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was a bit of a shock. And sometimes when you go into a series and you are a veteran team that has won championships, you go into a new series with young blood. and you get punched in the mouth. And that's what Minnesota did. You know what I'm saying? I think we could give them a lot of credit, Ken, but tonight I got Denver.
Yeah, and the thing that it'll be interesting to see how the series play out because Ant did mention being tied 2-2 and it didn't go their way. Mm-hmm. So the history and the experience is there, but now isn't enough to get over the hump. And that's what I want to see. Or will this just be another year? He's going to have to build on the experience to get over the hump. So we'll see. Do we even need to talk about the Celtics Cavs thing? The only thing I will say is I told y'all, even though I know they were down by double digits, that Cleveland will play better without Donovan Mitchell.
Mike Conley's not playing tonight.
Oh, well.
That's game. That's big.
Garland got off. I'm telling y'all, man, Donovan Mitchell, man, bro, he a ball hog, bro.
He's setting everything up for him to leave Cleveland.
To go where and do what? Spike?
Unless LeBron come there.
To go where and do what?
It don't matter. I think people are going to be open to Donovan Mitchell being number
I think
one
Donovan
king.
missed his mark, bro.
Nah, I can't. I think
Them Utah years.
I think people going to be open to him being their number one. Like, because he's carrying Cleveland. Like they wouldn't.
He doesn't have to
carry
carry
Cleveland. They wouldn't even be
Cleveland.
where he is right now. Like
He doesn't have to carry Cleveland, bro.
Ken, I'm gonna tell you where he can go and be the number one scoring option, but not be relied upon the other things that make a great player great. San Antonio. It's the only place he can go. It's the only place he
Would you want that with Wemby though?
You fucking right.
Really?
Because that's what Wemby needs. Wemby needs a guy to go get buckets on the perimeter like that.
I thought Wemby was a bucket getter.
He is, but he a big man. As much as he dribble and can sham God at 7'4", he's still a big man. He still needs a guard guy that can go get buckets. To me, that's the only place that Donovan can go and feel that he's the number one scoring option. You're not the number one option. You're the number one scoring option. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And be successful. Anywhere else, it's mediocrity.
Yeah.
It's going to be Cleveland 3.0, 4.0.
I think that's destined for his career.
Utah.
I think he's destined for mediocrity, though. I think that the type of game that Donovan Mitchell has, that's what you're asking for. Like, he's never going to go anywhere and be anywhere on a championship team. He's going to be the person that can give you 30 on a team that won 35 games.
But that's the reason why I say Wemby. Look. I'm gonna say this on record. I haven't said it on record. I've said it off camera and shit. Wemby is a lot like LeBron in this sense. If you have deficiencies and he's on your roster, it don't matter. If he's playing, it don't matter. You can't guard, that's cool. Send him to the rim. Slow him up. Have y'all heard? I can't remember what podcast LeBron was on. It might have been his own podcast.
Probably him with JJ Redick.
It might have been that one where he was talking about that last the block against Iguodala, and he was talking about, hey, slow him up, don't foul him, slow him up. I'm coming. I'm gonna make the play. That is the epitome of greatness, right? You can't defend, you can't shoot, you can't do this, you can't do that. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna get you an open shot. I'm going to make up for your defensive mistake. Wemby does that. Donovan Mitchell is a player that is great at one thing.
Score.
I'm a scorer. I can't defend. I can't play make. I can't rebound. I really can't assist. Like, what else, bruh? So go to a place like San Antonio. They have cap space. They need a guy that can go get them 30 because Wemby can't be the only motherfucker scoring. He makes up for what he can't do. Wemby makes up for that. So if I'm guys like him, I'm looking at San Antonio and like, hey, we got 3 more years of you not making no money?
Guys like Donovan Mitchell don't look at it like that.
He look at big market and money.
Yeah, that's what I want.
100%.
But we need to go to a series that is good.
Real quick, I would put him in Orlando.
Hell. No, that's another good place.
Wait.
No, with him and Banchero, that's another good place.
I don't know, man.
But Carroll is not the type of person that need the ball.
No,
he ain't got to do it. Like, if I got somebody that's going, like FIFO said,
He do the dirty
score,
work.
doing
like
all the
that.
dirty work.
Yeah.
And then
Orlando makes sense.
On the back
Orlando
end,
makes sense.
that makes me a top 3-4 team in the
And we
East.
talked about money. Ain't no state tax.
I like that, Ken.
That's a good place.
I think Donnie need to be on the team by himself, bro.
Why?
Because
he ain't gonna never win like that, Ken. He ain't gonna never win like that.
You put him with Bank. I don't know. I
put him with Banchero. We can at least. I think we can at least get to the Eastern Conference Finals, maybe even the finals.
All right, well,
Second round.
I guess it don't matter.
I don't know about finals.
But what matters, bro? This OKC, man, they were in trouble last night. Potentially going down 3-1. Dallas had a 14-point lead. I got a chance to watch the game before we went live, and hey, man, Shy, bro.
Beautiful thing to watch,
bro.
MVP.
Hey, man, the MVP, bro.
Man.
He was so sick with it, bro. The mid-range game was just nasty.
Ken, you know the thing about the greatest players that play basketball. I learned this very early on. You can't speed them up. You cannot. Shy is gonna do Shy so things.
Good. Yeah.
It don't matter. You double team me. That's cool. I'm gonna pass
All
the
the
ball.
best players that are left.
Yep.
All of them. Even Ant.
Yeah. You can't speed them up, man.
Yeah. No,
you can't speed Shy
yeah,
up.
I was disappointed in Kyrie. It's almost
Why
like
is that?
Well, he only had 9 points.
Yeah.
You know, he has been the guy.
Yeah.
That's been kind of.
That's one game.
I know.
Series.
I'm just
You
saying,
can give
and
him one.
he's had 2
I feel
games
you.
where he's carried them to wins.
Yeah.
You know, with big third quarters or whatnot. So yeah, it's one game, and then Luka.
Like disappointed, Luka.
Yes, Luka is the disappointment in this series.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
but-
he's been hurt, but still.
You overcome that. It's the playoff. I don't care about that. I don't care unless you have like a broken bone. I don't want to hear
But
it. I don't want to hear
been
it.
hooping though, FIFO. For that. I mean, this game, I was more disappointed in this game in all of them actually for missing all those free throws. That's what killed him in this game.
Free throws.
And Luka had an opportunity to tie the game.
Yep.
And
missed the front end of it.
They shot 50%.
If that was LeBron,
That's
bro,
ridiculous.
That's insane.
that was
ridiculous.
LeBron. I just want to say this on the record. That was
yeah,
LeBron missing clutch free
Murder
throws,
those.
bro.
Murder those.
That all day
Facts.
long, that would have been the
Yeah.
whole
50%
news
is
today.
unacceptable.
Yes. Look. I coach AAU. I'm not saying I coach NBA at all. But what I used to tell my kids was 2 things are gonna win us the game: free throws and defense.
Yes.
You make free throws and we play defense.
You gotta hit the free shots, bro.
You gotta hit the free
have to.
shots.
Yeah, he just had he had some pretty nice passes. But yeah, it's just fourth quarter. You got a chance to put these boys to bed. 3-1 lead, young team.
Hit the free throws.
You know, and the game's on the line, and you up and you don't close.
That's the reason they lost.
That's
the
your
game.
job.
Yeah.
That's the sole reason, Ken, that they lost that game. They did not hit their free throws. They shot 50%.
I understand that. But
That's
Luka,
unacceptable.
As a team, yes.
Yes.
But Luka has to, as third MVP,
Yes.
you know, like right there as best player in the league, bro. You have to overcome.
But he made man touch.
Did they count it? They counted it. I think it's goaltending.
Wow. Okay.
Goaltending. So it
That,
did make
he
it.
made him touch earth.
But yeah, we look to get those guys. We look to them. Like Joker, that game was on the line. Joker's gonna get that. Joker's gonna bring it home, bro.
Yeah.
Joker's gonna bring it home. Like the great players, and Luka can play. They're gonna bring it home. So Luka got to do what he got to do to get that game home, especially if they struggling from the free throw line like that. Even with all those struggles, bro.
Right. And
They had a double-digit lead.
And I expected him to do it. I mean, he kept them in that position the whole night. But you're right. There's moments where Kyrie steps up. He didn't have a Kyrie moment at all in this particular game.
Yep.
But like people said, it's one game. Hopefully he'll come out the next game and beat Kyrie.
Yeah. Well, he'll get a pass, but Luka's the superstar on the
Yeah,
team.
it's still Lucas.
So he got to win the game. So if Kyrie, man, you ain't got it. He made some good passes, and they were doubling Kyrie, of course, so that impacted him too. But it's just like, all right, well, shit, let me go find a way to win this game, and he didn't.
I was proud of PJ. PJ stepped up. big time.
He did. He's had 3 good games.
Yeah.
But he's starting to feel himself a little bit too much, bro.
He is.
I don't know what Dallas Mavericks cap space looks like in the offseason, but if I can make it happen, I'm trying to go after Paul George.
To do what?
What do you mean to do what? That's what they're missing to me, Ken. They're missing a guy with size that can compete on both ends of the court. Kyrie, we know what he is. He's a weapon. Hey, bro, go score 30. Go hit clutch shots. Go do that. And Kyrie, we know that that's what Kyrie does. Luka is the Swiss Army knife without athleticism. He can get you 15 assists. He could get you 50 points. Luka could do whatever, right? But he's the maestro. He's the maestro. Kyrie's the weapon. We need the two-way guy that can play bigger guys and can play smaller guys, and that can make buckets. Because if Kyrie,
in the playoffs,
you know how I feel, but you know,
he had to give you a long silence.
You had to have the
That was a serious reconsidering right there.
But the thing
all
is,
that wound back up in that.
but the thing is, he is one of the elite perimeter guys in the league. Regardless of whatever it is, he's an upgrade to what they got. And all I'm saying is Kyrie has 9 points. Luka's hurt. PG is that type of guy that can, you know what I'm saying, get you over that hump in that type of game. So that's why I'm saying, and you know me, I like to look forward, but I don't know what their cast. They have to. They're missing a third guy. They don't have a third consistent guy that they can rely on like that. And I think that they need a guy with size. Pause. I know Spike's in the pause. They need a guy that's between 6'7" and 6'10", that can, like a Siakam, like a OG, like those type of, because Ken, that's where the NBA is now. Mm-hmm. That's where the NBA is. I need you to go guard a 7-footer, and then I need you to switch on the point guard.
Yeah, switching defenses.
And then when Kyrie breaks somebody down and he kicks to Luka, and then Luka throw it behind the back pass, I need you to hit the shot. Mm-hmm. Like I need you to do that. They don't have that reliable third person like that, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I like Tim Hardaway. There's a lot of guys I like, but there's not a lot of guys I love on that squad.
That's who else I expect to step up, Tim Hardaway, this game. But he's been out with injury, so coming back, he's gonna have a game like this.
But the thing about Tim Hardaway, I like Tim Hardaway mainly because of his dad. I grew up on his dad, killer crossover. You know what I'm saying? I'm old now. I don't even consider Tim Hardaway Jr. a championship role player.
Really?
He's just a role player. Mm-hmm. If he gives you one good game in the playoffs, talk it off, and hopefully you win that game, because I can't expect him to have multiple good games.
Well, it's a fun series so far. I think both of the series in the West have been entertaining.
The East.
This one has been good too. This one,
at least it's tied.
Until tonight, this was probably one of my favorite ones to watch.
Yeah, it's
but
tied.
But it's a wrap now.
You think
nah.
So? Oh yeah, I think so.
Nah.
Indiana don't play no defense. But
they going back home. New York is shit the bad in Indiana.
Nah.
Yeah, I don't think it's over yet, FIFO.
I think it's over.
I think Indiana. I think this is going 7.
Nah.
Who do you have winning the Dallas series, though, Ken?
Ooh.
Yeah, that's tough.
I got Dallas.
Dallas?
Yeah,
I do too.
Dallas.
I can see Dallas winning.
I don't even know if we picked it. I can't remember.
Wait, y'all said this one is rough?
No.
I think this is over, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think Knicks got this.
FIFO.
This over.
man.
It's over.
Yeah, this is over.
No.
Like, ain't no.
They'll play better at home.
I don't disagree.
That's cool, but they getting beat by 20 right now. Like they have a better basketball team, and they get beat by 20.
But we've seen that not matter before.
Yeah,
you know
20 is
what I'm saying?
nothing.
That's fine, but they have a better basketball team,
They do.
right? Like Indiana has the better basketball team,
Knicks.
and we still going. I think Indiana has the better basketball team.
He's been saying that all night.
So you think Indiana's going to win the series?
No. I think New York is.
Why do you feel?
Because I think Brunson is a better player than anybody Indiana has.
But why do you think Indiana's the better team?
They got from top to bottom,
Because-
they have better players.
Yeah, because the Knicks are
with
down.
Miles Turner, with all the people that are on Indiana's roster, they have a better basketball team. The Knicks would kill for that. If the Knicks had that, this would be a sweep.
No,
Wait, hold on. I think Siakam and OG cancel each other out. They literally canceled each other out when they both played in Toronto. They canceled each other out.
OG missed 2 games.
I feel
Siakam played
was a better
every
player than
game,
OG.
though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, just
And
because
Siakam,
he was the leading
he
scorer
better
on
than
that
OG.
team. Other than him,
But it's marginal, though. It's
It ain't by a lot. It ain't by a lot.
Okay, so that's fine. Brunson is the best player out of both
Has
teams.
Siakam been an All-Star?
I think one time.
I think one time.
All-Star.
Brunson has been the best player.
Brunson is the best player.
By far.
Halliburton is next.
He's still young. He's still
next, but he's next, right?
100%.
Depends on what game we talk about.
Well,
Yeah,
he's
for
next.
real.
He's in his third year. He's next. We look at the rest of the roster. It's damn near the same. New York has better veterans.
Who, bro? Who?
Josh Hart, DiVincenzo.
Those are two starters.
I know, but
Right.
but here,
Like,
but
I
they're
don't
widely
see
veterans at
Indiana
this
being
point.
better. I think it's a push, bro.
I get where you're coming from. He's just saying on the talent level because New
They
York
have more
Like I
potential.
said, New York is.
if
we
I'm
were just
Indiana,
going
I can go
talent,
at least
potential.
eight deep. I can go at least 8 deep.
And get production?
Yeah, the Knicks.
No.
The Knicks are.
If I'm the Knicks, I'm only
They
6 deep.
six. Yeah, they running 6
max.
and it's because of injuries. We take, like I said, you put
Yeah.
the full complement of players together
Knicks
because
is
you
a
don't
better
have
squad.
OG
Yeah.
and you don't have. He's talking about, and we count OG, but we're not talking about him because he's not playing.
Yeah,
We're
Julius.
not talking about Julius, and we're not talking about Mitchell. So we're just talking about the collection of players that they
That's
have on
right
the
now.
court.
Right now.
Especially if you take, what these players started off as. Josh Hart was a complimentary piece. Even when he got there, he wasn't expected to be a starter. DiVincenzo did nothing in Golden State.
They depended a lot on.
Nah, we're going to have to go through this roster, bro. I'm pulling this shit
You know
up.
what the difference
up,
is, Spike?
pull up.
The difference is this. The New York Knicks aren't necessarily developing. They're coaching to win. The Indiana Pacers are developing. Obi Toppin is a development player. Halliburton is a development player. The only player that I can strongly say that is not a development player anymore is Siakam. Siakam is the guy.
What about
Siakam
Turner?
is Siakam.
What about Turner?
Miles Turner is who he's going to be. There's no more potential, in my opinion. Miles Turner is who
My
he's going to
point
be.
is, like, Mitchell Robinson would be the New York version of Miles Turner. Would you
No.
agree with that? No.
No. Okay. Yes and no. Yes, because there's no more developing Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson is
He is who he is, right?
No, because Miles Turner is more versatile. He can shoot
He better.
the three.
He better,
And he's a better overall basketball
And
player.
I think it goes to the point of what I'm saying. I think that Indiana has better talent than
But
the
the
Knicks.
talent hasn't
especially
been-
And
because
it's also what you can get out of it. Sometimes you can have talent and you don't do shit with it.
It's not realized. And that's why I said Indiana is still developing. New York is coaching to win because we know how much better can Brunson. Brunson is Brunson.
Yeah.
Josh Hart, all of these guys are the guy. They are who they are.
So we got Halliburton versus Brunson. Brunson wins.
It's
that,
better
right?
today, but Halliburton could be better.
Andrew Nembhard versus Dante DiVincenzo.
Yeah, DiVincenzo, we know he's a championship role player.
He looks like he's better than me when I'm
He's
watching
a
him play.
championship role player.
Aaron
You expect 2 to 3
Nesmith,
games. Yeah, who the fuck is that?
Josh Hart. Y'all been telling me Josh Hart been the guy.
Josh Hart has elevated his game to championship role player.
who on the Knicks?
Pascal Siakam, OG Anunoby. So
I was
we
just
can
gonna
give
say,
it
They
Pascal.
cancel each other out.
No,
All right,
they don't.
and then you
they,
got-
don't they don't though.
They
Come
do
on,
because
y'all
you know why?
that.
Because
They
they
don't.
are who they
Pascal
are.
is the better player. I'll give him
Right,
that.
exactly.
Slightly.
Okay, fine.
Even
Whatever.
if slightly, he's
Whatever.
he's still a better player, right?
But
He's
we
a
still
better
got
player.
one player. We got Jalen Brunson on the Knicks and Pascal on the damn
Pacers.
on the Pacers, bro. And then you got Isaiah Hartenstein versus Miles Turner. Miles Turner
Miles
ain't
Turner is
really
better.
shit, bro.
But
I
he
guess-
better
I
than
guess-
he better than Hartenstein.
What's crazy is if you take these teams from like I said, the beginning of the season and where these guys were, it wasn't a stretch then, because at the beginning of the year, like I said, look at this Knicks roster. Hartenstein was a 6-minute a game type player. He came in, to fill in little spots. He was definitely not a starter. Nobody even knew he was black.
He ain't.
Same thing with Hart. Hart, like I said, he was a fill-in type guy early in the year. He wasn't a starter, nowhere near a starter. He played super reserve minutes. Then you take who's the other one? DiVincenzo, the same thing. DiVincenzo wasn't a starter at the beginning of the year. These guys were all role players. McBride, nobody even knew who McBride was either. These guys that are playing
Even Hartenstein.
Bro,
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Nobody knew him.
these guys are overachieving.
Yeah, they
it's
are.
good. It's great for the
Yeah.
Knicks.
So they're better
It
than
doesn't
we
make
thought
them
they
a
were.
better
One word.
team than the Pacers, though.
Structure.
Yes.
Structure.
100%.
That's what
That's
Thibs
coaching.
does.
Coaching.
Yeah.
Structure, coaching. That's what Thibs does.
The only
That's
player
right.
that's playing to potential on this team is Brunson. Everybody else is above.
Yeah.
In which, he's doing an excellent job. I'm just saying he's not the first one you think of.
Look at that goofy ass shit.
I'm not
bro.
taking
He ain't got
anything
no- he
away
ain't got
from.
handles
I ain't
like that.
taking nothing away from
Look
what
at that
y'all
shit.
saying. I'm just adding to how good Brunson is. I think Brunson is putting the team on his back, regardless of coaching, regardless of who the players I got with me. I'm going to make sure that I'm winning a basketball game night in and night out. And Brunson has been able to do that. Like that's just he's been that phenomenal throughout the playoffs.
All right, man. Let's jump to. I guess it's on here. We're gonna go.
You just reading the prompts, Ken.
I'm going-
Remember, Ken, you just
I'm
reading
just
the
reading
prompts,
the
bro.
teleprompter,
You
bro.
just
On
reading
the
the prompts. You ain't got to give no. You just reading the prompts.
I know I am. Caitlin Clark's WNBA NBA debut is tonight. Floor seats are going for $1K and up. How much WNBA will
That's
you
a
watch
lot.
this year?
Lot.
Spike.
That's a lot for WNBA.
How much you
game.
watching, bro? Because I'm telling y'all right now, I ain't watching shit.
I ain't gonna lie, Ken.
You
I seen
can watch.
they've done a different marketing plan, and they've been doing the WNBA players with.
They be doing the Sports Illustrated version. I know
Yeah,
what you're talking about.
I seen the swimsuit.
Yeah, I know what
I
you're
seen
talking
the
about.
swimsuits, and it's caught my attention. I'm like,
all-
what is that? I ain't never seen that
They are
before.
selling the WNBA to men.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
That's what they're doing.
Hey, Ken, they got
got you,
me.
Lou?
They got me. They got me because I was looking at these players in the WNBA, like whatever panties or whatever they doing.
These girls start hooping.
Bruh, I didn't know.
Shit.
So I was like, okay, I'm going. I want to find. I went to a lot of Instagram pages and like, oh, who is that? Like, who is she? Like, I ain't never seen her before. I didn't know that they was in the WNBA, and so I do think that they're doing an amazing job, not only with Caitlin Clark as far as bringing her in, but the people that we do already have here. Take a look at this. I know y'all are interested. If y'all are heterosexual men, like take a look at this, and I fall in or pray to it. I'm here. I'm here for it. I'm going to watch WNBA games this year, Ken. I was even interested in the opening game with Caitlin Clark this year.
Shout out to I watched WNBA, and I'll tell you why I watched WNBA in a second. But shout out to Alyssa Thomas. She had a triple-double on Caitlin Clark's head and beat her by
Tonight?
21. Yeah, Alyssa Thomas is who I told y'all in the chat is the female version of what Ben Simmons was supposed to be. She's the female version. She's not a great shooter whatsoever, but the girl can
All around.
pass. She can shoot. I mean, she can score and she can rebound. So she can have a 13 points, 10 rebounds, and 13 assists.
Shit.
But she does that consistently. This is every game with her. So she's a joy to watch. And what's crazy is her partner, her girlfriend, is on the same team. And she's the leading scorer of the team. So
Oh, you already know. Chemistry.
they
chemistry
already
on 1 million.
got yeah.
Like, baby,
Crazy,
remember
right?
when this happened, do this and that?
Crazy.
Yeah, you already
And the reason
know.
why I'm a WNBA fan is like most guys that are started watching because I was gambling. And it's a great sport to gamble on. It's probably the best sport because they're the most consistent. And I saw some competitive basketball.
Yep.
So I was like, wow. I was impressed from that reason. I was watching, like I said, I'm rah-rah and trying to get my bets off. But that changed my idea of it. And there's some good players. Nafisa Collier is really good. Asia Wilson, y'all already talked about her. Alyssa Thomas is my favorite because I same reason I love Ben Simmons, I love her. But Asia is up there too. And it's some ballers besides Caitlin Clark in the WNBA that's worth watching. Caitlin had 20 tonight.
Which is great for a fucking
It is
rookie.
great for a first night.
So, okay, my thing is this. I watch WNBA when it comes to playoff time. You know, so I'm not personally invested in a lot of regular season basketball. I could be if we get those text messages and Twitter starts blowing up with certain players going crazy, right? I think Caitlin Clark has the ability to go ballistic and hit fucking 10, 12 threes in a game. That shit happens, I'm tuning in. But I will tune in playoffs. Like I'm good. My issue with the WNBA has always been the intensity. Sometimes regular season games, it feels mundane in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I feel with some of these rookies coming in, not necessarily talking shit, but coming with a reputation and the veterans wanting to show them what it's like. I'm like, okay, that's interesting. And even the marketing that they've been doing that Spike was talking about, okay, it's interesting, but it's not enough to get me to honestly tune into the regular season like I do the NBA. I'm not going to lie to you. However, Twitter started blowing up. My phone started blowing up. Niggas hitting me, hey, bro, have you? I will tune in. And if that's consistent, then I'll probably tune in like I do. However, playoffs, I'm tuned in. I'm tuned in.
Well, y'all keep me posted.
Kids say he ain't having it.
Nah, I'm out.
That's funny.
Other news. I guess this is. Why do people even care about this dude? Bronny James entered the transfer portal, and over Mother's Day
Why
weekend.
they care about him?
His daddy, Ken.
Bruh.
What's his real name, Ken? LeBron James
What's
Jr.
his last name?
And over Mother's Day weekend, he revealed that he will be attending the Ohio State University next season. And this is a good move for Bronny if he doesn't get drafted.
Wait, what?
Well,
if he doesn't get drafted.
Well,
Okay.
I saw today that he is planning to stay. Well, I don't know how true this is, but sources are saying that he's going to stay.
He's
in the
saying
draft. He is
Yeah.
going to
Draft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see his draft combine? Nigga hit
said
12
he had
straight threes.
Yeah, they said he had a decent, which
It don't matter.
don't really mean nothing, but
12
Here's the thing, and I listened to Gilbert's podcast, and I agree with a lot of things. I don't always 100% agree with him, but I agree with a lot of the things he said. He said, and this is something that 50 told Nipsey Hussle as well, there's not a lot of film on Bronny James. So why go back to college to allow them to dissect your game? When in the combine and through this draft process, you're playing a lot of one on nothing, one on cones. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not playing team basketball. We know that he understands the game. Like we know he knows how to play the game. That's not a question, right? How great are you is the question. But in these draft combines and these individual drills, you're shooting, you're jumping, you're running. And let's be honest, he's really good. I've always questioned, my thing about Bronny James was never, can he play basketball? I think he could. I've watched him since Sierra Canyon. I've been following Bronny James. My issue with Bronny is you don't take over. You like, I have yet to see a game where it's like, oh, well, goddamn, he dominated the game. Right. And when I look at a game, I'm not just talking about you score 40 points. Bro, you can dominate a game scoring 10 points. I understand what that looks like to dominate a game scoring 10 points. Controlling tempo, controlling defense, getting deflections. That don't count on the stats. You have to watch and look at that. I've never seen him dominate a game. That's number one. Number two is this. And I asked my brothers this, and I asked a lot of people, what is he elite at? Because he's 6'1.5" without shoes. He's 6'3" with shoes. So you're not tall. You didn't get your daddy's genes when it comes to height. You are athletic and you are stout. You know what I'm saying? And he's only 19, so he going, you know what I'm saying? I don't question his strength and his dexterity as an athlete, right? But are you tier 1 athlete? No. Are you a tier 1 defender? No. Are you a tier 1 shooter? No. So my question is, when you are 6'3" and below, you have to be elite at one or two things. What is he elite at? If you want to say IQ, I'll give you that. Okay, fine, fuck it. He's elite at IQ. What else is he elite at?
He should be a coach then.
He's too young to be a coach. He don't have enough experience.
He need to find somewhere where he can get his like where he can sow his raw oats as far as like we talk about.
You don't think he need to go to the NBA?
Hell no.
Why?
No, I do.
Why?
Averaging
Have you seen some of these players?
Averaging 2.3 point.
Have you seen some of the players on there? So you telling me that the worst player on the bench, Bronny, can't be better than them, or a bench player?
I'm telling you, no, he can't. I don't think that Bronny can be the worst player on the bench because
based on what?
Physically, I don't think that physically, from looking at him and knowing all the things that have to do, like he has a heart
TJ
condition.
McConnell.
TJ
McConnell
has a heart
Can't beat
condition though.
TJ.
He has a heart condition.
Nice.
It sit him down for a long time. There are things that have to be taken into consideration before we can put him on an NBA team.
Like what?
His heart.
Oh, no, wait, hold on. Literal or figuratively?
Literal.
Yeah,
Okay.
I ain't
I'm about to say.
I ain't questioning.
Hey.
I'm not questioning how much he wanted. I'm
Okay.
sure he wants
Okay,
it.
I had to make sure. I needed the clarification.
Fair. That's fair.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fair. I'm sure he
mean
wants
that.
it, but I'm not sure how healthy he is in the sense of
What-
if I'm an NBA team, FIFO, I get what you're
The
saying.
NBA cleared him.
They cleared him. They may have, but I'm still skeptical if I'm an NBA team.
Who is
and
that
I'm
nigga?
going to be
The
risking.
light-skinned nigga
FIFO,
from
FIFO,
Oregon?
wait, FIFO.
Remember?
FIFO. Hey, over here, FIFO.
What's up?
I'm still skeptical if he's a dude that I'm like. I'm not.
But
going
he's a
to put-
package deal.
And would you be more skeptical?
And that's my point.
So you more skeptical?
You more
Damn,
leaning
I
on,
can't
oh, I get LeBron if I get him versus I need him to play. The teams that
Rich
need
Paul
him to
said
play,
that
the
he's
teams
not
that
doing
need him to play, I don't think they want him.
So look. Wait, hold on. I think Bronny as a prospect is not. I have expectations of you when you come in. I think Bronny is whatever you can do to help us win. Therefore, he's not a lottery player. He's post-lottery, meaning that it's going to be a team that needs a specific thing.
Takes a flyer on him, yeah.
And the specific thing, and like I said, I have questions. I'm not 100% sold on Bronny. I've studied Bronny for a very long time. I'm not 100% sold. But what I do know is I think that at his ceiling, he could be a championship role player. I think he can be TJ McConnell. You look at TJ McConnell, he's about 6'3" with shoes on, right? TJ McConnell does everything you want that's gritty and nasty and dirty, right? I think Bronny can do that. What TJ McConnell doesn't have, he can't shoot and he can't finish around the basket. Bronny can do that. But wait, hold on. Bronny's not tier 1.
Yeah.
But Bronny's tier 2, definitely tier 3 in terms of finishing and athleticism, which is better than TJ McConnell. So if TJ McConnell's in the league, I think Bronny could be in the league, and I think Bronny could be better. Now, if you're drafting him, expecting him to be an all-star superstar, you're way off your rocker. I feel like on Gilbert Arenas' podcast, they skate around it. They don't want they say a lot of things that aren't necessarily direct. I'm gonna speak direct. I don't have a relationship with LeBron. I don't know this nigga, but I've watched your son. I think he's good. I don't think he's great. Can he be great? Of course, because we're talking about developing. We're talking about
he can play in the NBA.
He can play in the NBA. I think he's an NBA player. I definitely think he's an NBA player.
Shelton,
Yeah.
if it seems like everybody's expectation of Bronny is second round, undrafted, 10-day
Second round?
contract, whatever. But my point is very, very low. And if the expectations are very, very low, then what the fuck does it even matter? Why are we talking about this?
doesn't-
LeBron James Jr.
Why are we talking about it like he's supposed to be a lottery pick?
LeBron James
It
Jr.
doesn't
Last
matter.
name.
The
Last
thing
name.
about it is, Rich Paul, of course, came out and said today that LeBron is not looking to team up with Bronny. They want Bronny in the best situation for Bronny going forward. Similar to what you said, LeBron is, on his way out. So he's not. He would love to play with his son, but that's not going to be the deciding factor as to where he plays. They want Bronny in the best situation. Come to find out, Bronny's not 6'3", he's 6'1".
6'1" without shoes. 6'3" with shoes.
Well, they
6'1"
said
and
that
a
they
half.
exaggerated. Yeah, they
6'1"
said they
and a half without
exaggerated.
shoes.
And I give TJ McConnell a lot of credit because I've seen him be gritty, and he can get you 12, 14. This series, he's averaging about 14 points a game, and has played better at times than the starting point guard, which I've never seen Bronny do that on the college level. So I can't say what he will be, at the
Pat
next level.
Bev. Somebody said it in the chat. He can't be Pat
He can't even. I don't even know if he can be Pat
No.
Bev. Pat
Bev.
Bev.
Bro, y'all, bro. See,
No.
this is where it
It's
gets
tough.
I know,
Hell
but this is at the
no.
point where I'm picking like some of the lowest.
Hold on.
And y'all still shitting on it.
Let's stay right here.
I am.
Pat Bev is not a tier 1 athlete.
Pat Bev came into the league as a tier 1
Whoa,
athlete.
hold on.
Pat Bev don't get the credit he deserved coming in at Arkansas. Pat Bev was that guy.
Pat Bev was a scorer in college.
Yeah, he
right?
was that guy.
Pat Bev was a guy, right? But stick with the line of questioning I'm going, right? even coming out of college, Pat Bev was not a tier 1 athlete. Tier 1 heart, not tier 1 athlete.
Even you saying that Bronny is not Pat Bev though.
Right.
No,
Bronny was
Pat Bev
not Pat Bev
coming out of coming out wherever they're coming out from. I would consider Pat Bev a better prospect than Bronny.
He was. Absolutely.
Yes, that's all I'm saying.
Absolutely. Not a question if you
Yes, if you
it ain't even close, bro. It ain't even close like the dude.
I'm not arguing you. I'm not arguing you.
close.
I'm not arguing you.
Shit,
if we're comparing, Ken, wait, hold on. You gotta stand down on this.
Wait,
one.
what you say,
gotta
Ken?
stand down
I'm
on this.
fine,
one.
but it's just like
Ken, wait, hold on. You gotta stand down because Pat Bev was like player of the year. Like this nigga averaged like
Bev was
22,
cold.
25 points.
Let's not
Pat
do
Bev
that.
was
I heard everything y'all said.
Hold on.
Bronny averaged 4
I
points a
understand.
game.
Hold on.
Was it
I
4 or
get
3?
you that. I give you that, Spike. However, I'm comparing individual. Bronny is a better shooter than Pat Bev.
Bro, stop.
No. You can look at the combine footage and see that.
It's cap.
That's
This
not
is
cap.
This
That's
is
not cap.
Nah,
That's not cap.
If you
How much footage have you watched of Bronny?
I watched enough to know that he's
All
not.
right, so have you watched more than FIFA?
I watched.
If anybody, maybe he can have that conversation of saying,
My only thing is,
I watched enough to know that he's not better than Pat Bev.
no. My only thing is, this guy would not be an NBA prospect. It wouldn't
If
even
his
question
dad
if his name
wasn't
wasn't
LeBron
James.
James.
He'd be an undrafted free agent.
not even
in the
that.
league. He
Bro,
would not
not
be in the
even that. He would be overseas
not be in the
somewhere.
league.
We
He'd be one of those
wouldn't
guys that
even
didn't
know
make
this
it.
dude.
Here's the thing. He'd be a summer league player.
If that.
He'd be undrafted.
If that.
No, Spike. I think he would be undrafted. I think he would sign on with a summer league team.
FIFO.
I think he would look. Oh, okay, so
Before I know you,
Let me move
I
on.
know that you haven't seen LeBron James footage, or excuse me, Bronny James footage to say, okay, he's good enough to compete in the
I
summer
watched
league.
him in AAU, bro. Like I said, I
And
watched
you think
a lot of
that. You think that's good enough to him being in the summer league?
Yes. No. Listen.
He would have played in
FIFO,
something.
that's
He would
crazy.
have got on the court.
FIFO, that is crazy.
He would have got on the court.
That is crazy.
Spike, let me explain. Let me explain what
He's
my
not
thoughts-
that good, bro.
Let me
He
explain
can
my
get a
thoughts
summer
on
league invite,
Bronny.
but he wouldn't be on the court.
Let me let me explain my thoughts on Bronny James. Not everybody play on the court. on
No,
summer
they
league.
don't. Some of those guys don't. Play.
Not Bronny.
they don't.
Not Bronny.
Look.
Bro, we talking about a nigga
Everybody
that
gonna
averaged
get
2
10+
points
minutes,
a
but
game.
everybody get minutes.
Everybody
2
don't get
points a
minutes.
game.
They don't get 2 minutes. There's some people that get 2
It's so
minutes.
to get
2
none.
points
First
a
of-
game.
Look, listen. Let me explain my thoughts on Bronny. At his maximum potential, hitting the ceiling that I see, he's a championship role player.
Give me an example.
Physically not the same, but imagine Shane Battier. Timely shots in
You're
the right.
comparing him to these guys that have all these accolades coming in. You can't say Shane Battier
I'm
was
talking
an
about
elite
NBA.
defender in college.
I'm talking NBA. I'm just talking. We talking NBA. I'm talking NBA.
But he was
I'm talking about Shane Battier in NBA.
But Shane Battier's
Okay.
resume comes in strong. And Shane Battier was a 3-and-D guy.
In order for Shane
Yeah, Shane
in
Battier was
order-
a killer. He
in
was a
order for
champion in
Shane,
college.
in order for Shane Battier to be who he was, he had to be the number one player at Duke.
Yeah,
That's
he
He
was
wasn't
a
the
guy.
number one player.
He was, bro.
Jay Williams was.
He was a guy.
No, he
That
wasn't.
was his team.
He was
a
a guy.
captain.
No. Jay
Shane
Williams was a guy.
Battier.
He was a
Jay
captain.
Williams was a guy.
He was a captain, and he was the best. He was
Because he
Defo.
was
And he
Shane
played
Draymond.
He
He
was
was
Battier
the
was that guy.
Draymond. Jay
Shane Battier
Williams was the guy.
Shane Battier was that
That
guy.
may,
Jay Williams was
Jay
that guy.
Williams
but
may
they-
have been the
but-
guy.
Jay,
that-
who was the NCAA player of the year?
But put
it
it
wasn't
this way.
Shane
Put it
Battier.
this way: Shane Battier,
Integral.
Bronny James.
Integral. 100% in
Bronny
college.
James. We
Okay.
can't-
Okay.
Look, listen.
That's how you
Let
get to be that NBA.
Let me cook.
Go cook.
Let me cook. At Bronny James, maximum potential by FIFO scouting report is a championship role player. What does that mean? Let me explain what championship role player means in my scouting report. That means that if you are a playoff team in championship contention, you expect for him to have 1 to 2 great games. Great.
Oh, hell no.
Listen. Great is different for different players. A championship role player doesn't mean I expect for you to get 40. That's not a championship role player. A championship role player is for you to hit timely shots, to play your defense, to hit the scouting report. What do I need you to do? I need you to force this man left. I need you to rotate. I need you to do this. He is on point. And I need 2 exceptional games of you doing that.
Can he handle the ball?
He can handle the rock.
Can he be?
He's not
Can he play
exceptional.
point guard?
He's a combo guard. Look, you know what?
What about Norris Cole?
He better than no guard.
He's not.
He can't be Norris Cole.
Norris Cole is a championship guard, people.
No, that's to FIFO's point. That's why I
He
brought
was a
him up.
starter. I don't look at Bronny as Norris Cole.
Champion Norris Cole didn't average over 10 points.
Yep.
He averaged only 10 points his whole career once.
I would say Mario Chalmers.
He averaged 9, 6, 6, 5, 6.
Champion in college too. See, we talking about these guys. See, we go back to his college days.
No. I'm sticking to the NBA.
NBA.
And what he set up. He said championship role player, a guy that just comes in and just does his job. Norris Cole was that.
Yes.
He's like the bottom of the bottom.
Yes.
I thought Mario Chalmers.
No,
But Mario Chalmers
He
did
made
some
too many
stuff.
mistakes.
But he had.
But
accolades.
Mario Chalmers was kind of the
good.
guy. Norris Cole was just the guy that came in.
Cleveland
and
State.
He just
Cleveland State.
and dominated. So the thing about it is this. The thing about
Norris
it
Cole did more at Cleveland State than Bronny James has ever done in his career.
And see, the thing about it is this. We
y'all
talk
saying
about
this man can't. Okay.
we talk about these players.
Bruh, I
The
think y'all giving him a lot. Y'all
They
giving
shoot him a lot of bail.
credit. Yeah,
I'm not shooting him
y'all
anything.
shooting him a lot of bail, King.
Bro,
King.
I found Norris
Y'all-
Cole, nigga.
That's what I'm saying.
You know how
He
bad
ain't
Norris
even-
Cole was?
Bronny not even as good as Norris Cole. That's
you
the
go.
point. Like
Bronny
Norris
not
Cole
coming
is
in as
better
a-
than
coming
Norris
in.
Cole is better than Bronny
Let me
James.
ask y'all something.
Who
Let me
was
ask y'all
the other
something.
sorry dude he played
Hold on.
LeBron played with in Cleveland?
When you draft a player, right, especially in the first round, for the most part, you're drafting potential. You're not drafting
Right.
what they
Right.
are. You're drafting what they could be.
but
And in my opinion,
That's-
again, wait, hold
yes.
on.
Right.
Hold on. So when you're drafting what they could be, there's a spectrum, right? My spectrum for Bronny
What
at
stands
the
out?
height.
What gives him height though on it? He
But
don't have no
I'm
height.
think- yeah,
He doesn't
that-
have anything
I think
that's
our whole
spectacular.
point. Is your spectrum is skewed.
No, my spectrum is not skewed.
It is.
because I'm not comparing them to all stars. I think at the height, if he maximizes everything that God gave him and his dad gave him, I think he's Avery Bradley.
But his dad didn't give him all that. You give
He
it. You
did.
compare
Hold on,
him to
hold on,
these
hold on,
players.
I don't see
hold on,
that.
You
hold on.
compare these players.
Hold on,
Everybody
hold on,
that
hold
y'all
on.
comparing to.
Was Pat Bev a tier 1 athlete?
Pat
No.
Bev
Averaged
Was
12,
tier-
13
was
points
Pat
in college.
Was Pat Bev a tier 1 shooter? No, neither is Bronny.
Pat Bev was lights.
Bradley,
better than
Avery
Bronny.
Bradley is not a tier 1 athlete, not a tier 1 shooter. That is the comp.
And both
That
those,
is the
both
comp.
those guys were elite defenders with size.
I understand that. Hold on. Everybody was 6'4".
Yeah.
Everybody had that big. Without shoes,
Bronny
6'1" and a
6'1".
half. Get it right.
Bronny 6'1".
Without shoes, with shoes he's 6'3".
Yeah.
With shoes he's 6'3". So look,
I ain't got no tape on Bronny to make me say Bronny
Pat
averaged
Bev
single
is like
digits.
6'2".
He averaged a single.
all I'm
He's
saying.
6'1".
All I'm saying,
handle.
look, y'all are acting like I'm saying Bronny's gonna average 25 points a game and be a
They
top
really
2.
are, bro. I don't
No.
know.
No,
let's
listen,
stop
hold on,
that.
hold on,
Y'all
hold on.
stop that. That's not what we saying.
Listen,
That's not what we saying. We saying that he's not going to be good coming into the league.
And that's why I disagree.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that the people I'm comparing him to are people that you want on a championship team.
You can't
want
tell me-
Pat Bev on the championship team. You want Avery Bradley on the championship team. What I'm saying is if Bronny maximizes everything that was given to him, he's a championship role player at
I'm gonna
most.
take a drink because this is another if. But the
Oh, my goodness.
the thing about it is this: you can't convince me that he's a top 60 college player coming out of this round. Even in this awful draft, which is
100.
why he's going to stay
Top
in it.
100.
He's not in the top 60.
And that's
Even
another-
off
that's
potential-
another reason why he should
That's
come
why
out.
he's staying.
Yes.
But even off potential, he's not in that top 60. The thing about it, I went to a couple of pro camps with my brother when he was coming up, and they would tell him similar to what you said. Listen, you guys here are not the elite class. Y'all are not it. Y'all need to find your niche, find out what makes you good and can help you stick. And it ain't gonna be scoring 40 points. I don't care if you can score, because there was some people in there that could score the basketball. They said you need to find something that you do and make it great. And I seen the same thing that Pat Bev said, and he did it on the defensive end. He was a pest. Same thing, Avery Bradley, we talk about him. He was a pest on the defensive end. Now, Bronny can do that, but we'll disagree 1,000,000% when we say nepotism would not be in effect, because the only reason we're mentioning this guy, we wouldn't even be talking about Bronny at all if it wasn't
don't
for
disagree.
that.
I don't disagree.
Bronny was the guy on this team. All Boogie went down, Isaiah Collier went down. All that was left was Bronny. It was his team, and he still couldn't get in double figures. So that showed me right there, he ain't got it. He just ain't it.
So I don't disagree. So again, I've watched Bronny from AAU, high school, Sierra Canyon, and I've watched him at USC. The thing I take away from him is it feels, when I watch him offensively, he's extremely passive. You know how we talk about LeBron at times being passive, right?
Worse.
But even worse. And the thing is, it's like you could be a playmaker and be passive. Steve Nash was passive, but he was still dominant offensively. When I watch Bronny, it's like, just take over the game.
But I don't know if he can, though. That's the only thing. I just don't think
he ain't got that bag, bro.
He ain't got it.
Let me
He
pause right
does
there.
not have
He's not
that
a
bag.
great shooter.
He's not a good.
He's not even a good shooter.
Not even a good shooter.
He's a good shooter.
He don't
You
do
hit
his
12 in a
bag.
row, bro. You from 3, you a good shooter.
I can
Especially
do
in the
that
combine.
sometimes.
No, you can't.
He ain't had no comp. This
No, I'm
is
saying in the combine. There's pressure there. There's pressure there. Hey, bro, you playing for a job.
No,
There's pressure
man,
there.
that's
Look.
nothing,
My thing is this. Shelton, I don't disagree. If his name wasn't LeBron James Jr., we wouldn't be talking about him. I don't disagree. I do not disagree. I've been watching this man since he's been a kid, since like 10 or 12 years old. I've been watching him. I don't disagree. And that's why, like, I question
That man shot
what is special.
Shot 26% from 3.
I understand. Look, listen. That's why
So
I
that's
asked, what's special?
He averaged 4.
Like, I literally asked
averaged
what's
6 points.
special.
He averaged 4.8.
However, Ken, stay with me.
I'm with you.
I know.
just had to add
in
a
the
point.
draft, what is the number one thing you draft on? It is potential.
He don't have none.
If you were-
I think he does.
Let me tell y'all what his comp is.
If
And y'all
you
can-
were a GM, you're not taking him.
No.
If I had
The
pick
ability to get
20 and
LeBron.
later, yes.
20?
Yes.
What's his comp, Shelton?
Marcus Jordan.
Holy.
Michael's son. That's where he should be. There you go.
My
Marcus
mic fell
Jordan.
off the damn stand.
Marcus Jordan.
That's how you tripping.
Here's what I'll say.
Marcus was
I
better.
do agree that if he wasn't LeBron's son, we wouldn't be talking about. That's why people have been talking about him for the last 2 years.
Yes.
I also know that because he's LeBron's son, that's why people are shitting on him as much as they are too.
It is.
Yeah.
Like the two people here on this panel.
My brother said Jeffrey, not Marcus. I'm sorry.
Like,
You're right, because Marcus
You know,
averaged 12.3.
and that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, maybe he's Leangelo, and maybe he's not out of the league. But I think because he's his son and because of nepotism, he's getting a lot of, harsh criticism. But that's why my thing is, we already know what he is and what he's able to do. Let's just see how it plays out. I don't even know why people even care as much now that he's not going to be a guy.
Because it's LeBron's son.
That's it.
Y'all just want to tear another black man down. That's so sad.
Yeah, Jeff Jordan, that's closer.
But anyway, but yeah. So, he may go undrafted. He may get signed. He may not even be in the league. And that's it is what it is.
He's going to make a summer league team, whether he gets drafted or undrafted. He's going to make a summer league team. We'll see what happens. I love summer league. It's in July. You know what I'm saying? I would love to go to Las Vegas and watch it in person. I don't know if I will be able to. But all that being said, he's going to be on a summer league team. And we'll be able to evaluate him more accurately then against NBA guys. And here's the misconception about Summer League. It's not all 18 and 19-year-olds. There's dudes that have been on the Euro tour that are 26, 27, 28 that are trying to make an NBA team that's signed to a Summer League team.
You think he's good enough to make it to that?
Yes.
Well, Shelton, what I'll say is this. If Rich Paul came out and said that, then his dad would know the truth too, bro. His dad not even trying to play with him. His dad trying to
said, "Fuck all
his
that."
dad tried to disassociate himself.
His
Hey,
dad
man, I
said,
ain't got nothing to
"Fuck all
do with that, y'all."
I know what I said before, but I ain't really on that right now.
Yeah, I tried to sell y'all. It ain't working. Last thing I got, Austin. Well, there's you got a power ranking this week?
I do.
Okay. let's try to make these quick then. Austin Rivers claims at least 30 NBA players can play in the NFL right now.
We started too late on that. We should have started earlier on that topic. But I like that topic. Go ahead.
And it wouldn't be as easy to go from the NFL to NBA. Is he right? Well, y'all spent all this time on
I know. We was going in, Ken. But look, in all honesty, I think it would be easier for NBA players to dominate the NFL than it is NFL to dominate NBA.
Stop it, man.
Look, here's the thing. I do agree with Shannon Sharp where NBA players don't want to get hit, and Gilbert Arenas said it. You're like, bro, the first time I get hit by one of these linebackers, I'm out.
Yes.
I'm out. So 100%. Yeah. Right, we're talking skill set in this proverbial scenario. So what I'm saying is that like LeBron would be a dominant tight end, bro.
Tony Gonzalez proves the point.
No, fuck that.
No,
Antonio Gates.
Antonio
Gates was a mediocre basketball player.
No, y'all are wrong. Like what he said is somebody who can do it tomorrow.
Gates is the best player.
Yes, Gates is good, but he's speaking on. He said that he's talking about somebody who can do this tomorrow.
LeBron will go get 1,500 yards as a tight end.
Yeah,
and 10 touchdowns. Guaranteed.
It's hard either way.
Not tomorrow.
The easiest way is from
y'all
NBA.
Wrong.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying. It's hard either way. It's damn near impossible either way. But if somebody did it, I'd take an NBA player going to the NFL before I take NFL going
100%. And you know the other comp, the other way. I don't know if y'all watched it like 2 or 3 years ago. Myles Garrett playing basketball. He looked like a beast.
Julius Peppers was like that.
Julius
Peppers could do it.
100%.
He was awesome.
Because he was a dual sport
and
at UNC.
Really good.
And he was really, I think he made all defensive team.
Yeah,
and I think he was
really
all either first or second team SEC.
Michael Parsons as well. He was hooping. But my challenge to you guys would be is not like I could do this tomorrow and go play in the NFL versus the NBA. I would need a year of training, and that's what would make it like. There's no player in the NBA that could go to the NFL.
LeBron.
No,
tomorrow.
There's
not 40.
FIFA.
At 40, LeBron is arguably the greatest athlete to ever live.
There's not one player that could go from the NBA today and go to the NBA.
Edwards, he was a football player.
Yeah,
he was a football player. Edwards could go into the league, into the NFL right now and be a guy.
I'll tell you who can do it. Jalen Suggs was really good in high school. I think he was recruited at Ohio State as a quarterback.
Y'all are discrediting football players.
No. These guys were.
Jalen Suggs is a football player.
He was a star. No, he's not. He's not a football player.
He was.
He's in the NBA. He's playing professional basketball.
He was. Charlie Ward.
All right. So look, here's the top 5 players from my power rankings. This as far as people who could switch from NBA to NFL. Number 5, Marcus Smart.
Who?
Marcus Smart.
Yeah, 100%.
I can see that.
He's a DB or running back.
DB, running back,
Yep,
even
100%.
like
got the mentality.
I'm just being early Marcus Smart because this.
Yeah. He old now. He got some miles.
Not
on
new Marcus Smart.
Yeah.
Celtics Marcus Smart.
Yeah, 100%.
Number 4, Anthony Edwards.
Yes, 100%.
Wide receiver, going out there doing what he does.
Wide receiver, DB or safety.
He would definitely be a wide out because he's an offensive player.
Number 3, Kyrie Irving.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Doing what?
I'm glad you asked.
Running back because he got feet.
Quarterback.
Oh, I don't know about that either.
I see him more as a running back.
Think of Kyler Murray. Think of the quarterbacks who are in the same like shape that he is. I think that he would be able to do the same things with his hand-eye coordination, how he dribbles the ball. I think that Kyrie Irving would be a great NFL quarterback.
I think he has great feel, regardless of the sport, but I don't know about quarterback.
Great feel, that's what up.
Great feel. He has natural instincts.
All right. Number 2, Aaron Gordon. Linebacker, edge rusher.
100%.
100%.
Edge rusher, 100%.
Someone who gives you like the most like.
He got long arms. He would be edge.
Facts.
Edge rusher.
I think we have.
You got to have Jalen Suggs first.
No. Number 1 is Draymond Green.
Did you
edge
see Draymond
rusher,
Green's tape?
Huh?
He played tight end in college. You know that, right?
Not even tight end. I don't think he's tight end.
Did you see his
He's
tape?
more on defense. He needs to be on defense. What he said?
Nah.
I'm gonna send you his tape. when he played in the
Please,
Michigan?
send it to me. Send it to me.
It was a joke.
You know what I feel like he could play best?
What?
Fullback.
He was a tight end. He literally was a tight end on the
How he look?
terrible. Like,
Yeah.
it was funny. It was funny looking. It was funny.
But I do think that there is a room for those players, like that whole argument with what's his name, Austin Reeves.
Mm-hmm.
The
Austin
whole
Rivers.
argument that he was making, I see what he was saying there, but I don't think that he nailed it as far as how hard it would be to be an NFL player.
No, 100%. I think when I saw this argument transpiring, I looked at it from a standpoint of NBA players are more skillful athletes than football players.
Yes.
There's more required of them to be great versus football players. And also the height in terms of size is what's required in the NBA. So therefore it rules out a lot of football players because they don't have the height. Antonio Gates wasn't a basketball player because he wasn't skillful
was
enough
6'4".
and tall enough to be impactful. Because how tall was Antonio? Like 6'6".
6'4". He's 6'4".
6'4".
6'4".
You know what I'm saying? Like, and naturally his position is power forward.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't playing NBA power forward. You know what I'm saying? So he had
Which
to play
is
football.
6'8", 6'9", 6'10".
And also, and the thing about Antonio Gates, he never played football until he made the NFL.
Yeah. Right. They would switch. They do it now. They switch guys all the time. They talked about old boy doing it. DJ Burns. They talk about him playing in the league now.
So
y'all are right too. Zion should have been on that list.
yeah,
I forgot about
100%. Defensive end, bro.
Too soft.
I don't know about too
He
soft.
been injured,
Too soft.
injury prone.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He ain't gonna do like
Yeah,
NFL.
like, he gonna play 4 games a season.
Like I said,
I give that.
I
I
think
give
the-
you
I
that. I
think
give you
the
that.
most
I give you
Can't
that.
even play an NBA season. He
The
can't
most
play an
decorated
NFL
though
season.
was Suggs though. Like I said, Suggs he had scholarship offers for both quarterback and a D1 at Ohio State, and he had basketball scholarship offers. He had more football
Suggs
scholarship
do
offers.
play.
Suggs
For Orlando?
and
Yeah.
who's the DN you talked about that played for UNC?
Peppers.
Yeah, Julius Peppers.
Yeah.
Look,
That was a long time ago.
that was a long time ago. Here's
was
the thing.
super nice, though. I love this
I
guy.
think it's easier. Wait, hold on, Spike. I think it's easier for an NBA elite athlete to go to the NFL and still be elite, whether they make a whole season. That's a whole That's a whole nother argument. We're talking about going into the league and being elite.
FIFA.
There's not a lot of NFL players that go to the NBA and be elite.
That's why-
Stephon Diggs is not going to be elite in the NFL in the NBA. Myles Garrett, as great as he is, he will bully ball a lot of NBA players. He's not going to be elite. He'll be good.
Yeah.
I think Myles Garrett could play in the NBA, but he's 6'4".
That's why I give Charlie Ward so much props because Charlie was nice.
What y'all are saying when you think about who is North Carolina? What's his name?
Julius Peppers.
Julius Peppers was one of the best athletes that ever played NFL football.
He was.
He wouldn't even be a top 100 in NBA player,
No, he was.
right? You'd agree with that, right? So it's a lot different having someone who's good in the NFL and because Julius Peppers is a Hall of Fame
You're
player
proving my point,
in
though.
the NFL.
But you're proving my point.
That's why I
because
said-
NFL players don't have to be as skillful overall to be impactful in the NFL. NFL, in my opinion, relies more upon athletic ability versus skill, where the NBA relies on skill versus athletic ability. Right? You look at somebody like Jamal Murray; he's not athletic at all. Well, not at all, but in comparison to the other
High level of skill.
449 players in the NBA, he's not as athletic, but his skill puts him in the top 30 players.
Right.
His skill. The only skill in the NFL that puts you in the top is kicker, punter, and quarterback. Everybody else got to have a top tier level of athleticism.
Right.
That's fair.
If you don't have,
That's like I said. That's why I have so much respect.
So is
for
it harder to play in the NFL or the NBA?
the NBA, there's only 450 positions. There's
Yeah.
think about this. There's 53.
What?
How many
NBA.
how many
How?
NFL teams?
Because
How y'all
How many
saying
NFL teams? Is it 30?
The reason why I say it's harder to play in the NBA is because you have to do multiple things. I have to play both sides, offense and defense. I got to be able to shoot.
NFL is one side.
NFL, if I can rush the passer,
and there's 11 people.
I could be you could teach anybody, in which anybody can't do it. But what I'm saying is, you could take a guy off the street with the right prerequisite, teach him how to rush the quarterback, and he could be decent. They got players in NFL right now that came off the street and do it. You can't take a player off the street
and
that's
play
never
in the
played
NBA.
the game and play in the NBA.
And this is the other thing too. Just rough math. There's about 1,600 slots in the NFL. There's only 450 in the NBA.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between 1,600 and 450? It's skill.
And it's an individual, like I said, individual skill. As a wide receiver, I got to run routes and catch passes. As a quarterback, I
don't have to play DB.
No.
Stephon Diggs don't have to be Trayvon Diggs.
No.
I don't have to backpedal
No.
and then come tackle somebody.
Yeah.
In the NBA, LeBron got to go center the offense, score the bucket, take the last second shot, go get the chase down block for a championship, go make the it's so much more involved.
So I want to make sure I understand what y'all are saying. Do y'all think that the NFL is a harder job than the NBA?
No, NBA is a harder job.
NBA is a harder job than the NFL.
There's more. Look. There's more niches.
All the physical.
Listen. There's more niches in the NFL than there are in the NBA. If you do one thing great, think about and I'll give you a prime example. The Eli Manning years of the New York Giants, they had a defensive package.
OC
Amanyura, Michael Strahan. Some of these guys couldn't play all four downs, but on second and third down, if it was a long down, they would put this guy in because you could pass rush. So you do this one thing, you can't stop the run, but you can get after the quarterback. There's 1,600 jobs for you to get. In the NBA, there's only 450, and in that 450, I need you to be a 3-and-D guy. I need you to shoot a three and be consistent. And here's the thing. You're only going to get 6 attempts, bro. Out of them 6 attempts, I need you to make 2. In the NFL, if you are a pass rusher, guess what? Every third down, you're going to be in that motherfucker, bro. It's skill set. I think that overall, NFL players have more niche athletic ability. They're more freaks. They're more powerful. They're more bigger humans, but NBA is more skillful at a height. Go ahead, Ken.
No, I think we're back, but the camera froze on us.
Oh, okay.
Somebody asked me if it was an audio podcast. I misunderstood, but we're moving now.
I saw that. Yeah.
But anyway, let's go ahead and get out of here. I got 2 more things. If you guys had any opinions, Shaq and Shannon going back and forth diss tracks.
What?
Man,
you see what happened?
Caitlin started this whole thing, man. Everybody beefing now. Ain't nobody safe.
I just saw King Combs, going at 50, but hold on.
Shaq was hating on Joker, and I guess Shannon had some choice words for him, and then Shaq responded and then released the diss track, and it lasts for all of 2 days.
Okay, so the blowback from the Kendrick Drake shit, Ken. This is what I didn't want.
It's
we
Cat.
didn't address it.
It ain't Kendrick Drake.
What
it's
the fuck
Cat.
is going on?
That's it. It is.
It started with Cat.
No, but what I'm saying, the reason why Shaq even made a diss track is because of what just happened in hip hop.
FIFA is right.
Like I didn't anticipate that shit. I didn't anticipate King Combs. I didn't anticipate Game going out.
None of these niggas.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It started with Cat. When Cat started talking trash,
He did.
everybody
Yeah,
started beefing. Comedians start beefing, then out of nowhere the rappers start beefing.
Shit, comedians started beefing with Cat Williams at the beginning of the year.
That's what I'm saying. He started all this.
Yeah.
That's where
We
it
don't
started.
need no diss tracks, man. Just
What
say what
happened
you
was,
say in your media platform.
Shannon said, Shaq said that because Joker won this MVP, that he shouldn't have won it.
He told
saying-
Joker that too.
Yeah, he told Joker to his face, I don't think that you should have won this. I think that SGA should have won this.
Denver's gonna win the championship now. I didn't know that Shaq told him.
Yeah, Shaq told him that to his face.
To his
And
face.
what Shannon said was like, "Oh, you were hating.
And they've been balling ever since.
Yeah, you was hating.
Denver winning.
You was hating because you told him he shouldn't have won that. Only reason you were saying that because you only got one MVP.
Because I think they won game 3 that night, right?
Yep.
They won game 4. They're up 4. Well, they're up 2 now. In game 5, Cap being goofy again. And then he hurt himself, and he has no post-up game, or it's a floppy post-up game.
He can
floppy.
do it. It's
It's
just
floppy.
he
Yeah,
just
it's
goofy.
just-
He has to have the decided advantage in the post up for him to post up.
But you know what's crazy? Cat honestly can do everything. He can do it all. He's just goofy.
He don't got the mindset to do it.
That's what kills him. His mental more than his physical.
So last thing, Goff signs 4-year, $212 million contract, $170 million guaranteed.
Waste, Ken. Ken, that is a waste.
It's not. It's not.
Waste.
You look at what he's been
FIFO,
in,
waste.
It's not a waste.
Who would you pay?
Nobody.
And do
Give me
what?
another quarterback.
Nah.
Who? That's what I just asked.
Draft.
Nah. Ain't nobody in this draft outside of Caleb. Because have y'all heard the reports out of Chicago camp, minicamp?
What he killing it?
They say he the guy.
He is the guy. I don't know why they start questioning.
We
don't
don't
do
disagree.
that. Yeah.
But obviously Detroit's not drafting number one. None of these quarterbacks outside of Caleb Williams, I'm taking and being like, here you go.
Detroit was this close
But
to being a Super Bowl.
I got
Yes.
to give you 170 guaranteed.
Yeah.
It's the cost of doing business, Spike. You want to be an NFL franchise, and this guy has won playoff games for you. You paid him in.
Yeah, he was
That's
this close
fine.
to being a Super Bowl, and it
That's
wasn't his
fine.
fault that they won.
Since y'all say that, that's fine. That's fine. I'm
Let me
not
ask you this: Jared Goff or Dak Prescott?
Jared Goff.
Pay the man. Pay the man.
Give me Jared Goff, bro. I ain't gonna even hold you.
Pay the man.
Because I know Dak gonna want more money than that. And
he don't
for
deserve
what?
it.
And for what? Yeah.
He don't deserve it. Jared Goff has gone farther more times than you.
You're right.
Yeah.
That's true.
All right, let me hit these super chats and we'll call it a night. First one came from Rob.
What up,
who,
Rob?
Abandoned us so we can get up to watch X-Men in the morning, but that's cool. We appreciate it. Love you, bruh. Top of the evening, everyone. Getting up at 5 a.m. tomorrow to watch X-Men 7 before work, so I'm going to have to sit out tonight. Hope everyone except Spike LaForia has a great night. Remember in 2021, Luka 35-10 and 8 won 3 games in LA, but lost all his home games and then the series. Y'all called him overrated because he couldn't win at home. His aunt going to get the same treatment if they lose.
Only one person called him overrated. That was not I. That was
I
Ken.
didn't either. But that is a good question. Answer that question, Ken.
I don't think.
No one has been put in. The conversation around Ant being greatest of all time just started this year.
Yes.
Luka came in and they have been hyping that man up with LeBron, MJ type comparisons. So that's where that came from.
That's true.
It was that's what it was. Ant just got here. So and the way it's looking, and it ain't looking too good. But I think they gotta win at least one at home. I would definitely like to see that, but I don't know, bro. They got to get tonight, or it's going to be because Denver. It looked like Denver has matched their defensive intensity.
Yeah.
The Timberwolves, and they're pressing on them a lot. Very physical, very fast. So they got to match that, and it looks like they haven't been able to respond. Another Week in the Books podcast. Shout out to Spike.
Yes, sir.
Green Beans thought about Austin Rivers saying he could take 30 NBA players and they could play in the NFL. We just talked about that. Adrian Wells, shout out to you. What's good, family? How y'all feeling tonight? Start, bench, cut. Prime D Wade, prime T Mac, prime James Harden.
I'm cutting James Harden.
I'm cutting James
Yeah,
Harden.
get James Harden out of here,
I'm
bro.
starting D Wade. Damn, T Mac, my favorite out of that group.
I think I might
I
start
love
T-Mac.
T-Mac.
I'm cutting
I
T-Mac.
might start T-Mac,
I'm
too.
cutting
He's
T-Mac.
6'8".
I'm cutting T-Mac, and I'm putting.
You cutting T-Mac?
Yeah.
See this is why he can't do basketball takes.
No, man.
This is why he can't do basketball takes.
Ask
What
Kobe.
you talking about?
Kobe
he
just
done?
rolled over in his grave for that comment.
Done, bro.
Oh my God.
Give me D-Wade.
Kobe
I'm
cut.
taking
Oh, my God.
D-Wade. I'm taking D-Wade as the
He asked, what has he done about T Mac?
Kobe said, and then he said he's taking James Harden.
I'm taking
Kobe
D-Wade
said,
number one.
Kobe said the hardest person he ever had to guard was T-Mac.
T-Mac.
Man, what
KD.
does that
He said
mean, though?
He
What does
didn't
that
figure out
mean?
KD before he retired.
He said he ain't like messing with T-Mac. T-Mac was not one to mess with. I saw T-Mac in high school.
And then Ken, there's a second part to it.
Yeah. My heart going Wade, and then I'm gonna go T-Mac. James Harden can go.
James Harden can go.
But it's a toss up because before Wade, T-Mac was one of my favorite player in the NBA, bro. The second one, start bench cut, Penny Hardaway, D Rose, or D Will.
D Will get cut.
Yep, D Will.
Yeah,
I don't even know what D Will you talking about.
I'm starting Penny. I love D Rose. I'm a D Rose guy.
I'm starting Penny too.
But Penny's 6'7", 6'8".
Prime Penny was the man.
And a better shooter than D Rose. D Rose was more athletic. Passing, I give the slight edge to Penny. I'm taking Penny. I think Penny, if Penny and D Rose never got hurt, give me D Rose long term. But we're talking about prime, like what I saw. Give me Penny because he was a better shooter than D Rose.
Prime D Rose was MVP.
True.
Penny always had Shaq.
I like Penny's overall game though. I know D Rose was nice, but he relied a lot on his athleticism. You know,
he did. Penny and they were both extremely skillful. Penny and D Rose, but you can't teach the height. And Penny's jumper was more pure than D Rose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's the only reason.
That alone.
Yeah,
that's a good one though. I like that.
Yeah,
he will not even in the.
No, hell no. Get him out of here.
And out of them 6, I would take Penny, D Rose, and T-Mac.
Can you imagine if you started Penny and T-Mac? How you guard that?
Okay.
Both 6'8" niggas just running around and do whatever they want to do.
Man, T-Mac was one of the first ones I saw to just shoot in people's face like nothing.
Yeah, like who is you? Are you 6'10"?
Nothing you can do.
Okay. Okay.
Nothing you can do.
Man, him and Yao Ming, it's a shame they never did much, bro.
Yeah.
They couldn't get over the hump, bro.
Injuries.
Yeah. Is Bronny gonna call his dad a B like Chalmers did?
That would be interesting if they went against each other and he talked shit to his dad.
Jordan, how do you fix the Chicago Bulls? Someone help.
Trade everything and get draft picks. Be OKC. That's the only thing they can do at this point. Do not re-sign nigga from Toronto. You know I'm bad with names, especially after I've been drinking.
DeMar
DeRozan. Don't re-sign him.
Zach LaVine got to go.
Zach LaVine got to go. Kobe? As much as I like Lonzo, Lonzo need to go on to something else.
Kobe good.
Yeah.
Keep him.
Yeah, he's the one that you keep.
Yeah, he's young.
Everybody else can go.
He's solid, but he's not. He should be your third best player on the team,
or fourth or fifth.
Hold on. This one for you, Spike. Spike, Mo started last week talking that blasphemy on how Drake won. I turned that ish off. Didn't even finish the episode. Estimation. Another week in the books is gold, though. I've been trying to tell y'all, bro.
Thank y'all, man. Y'all make sure y'all check out Another Week in the Books every Friday. Me and Mo.
Yes,
Dang, you're saying Drake won? I don't understand niggas that be saying that Drake won.
Yeah, Mo a big Drake fan, man. He loved Drake.
I fuck with Drake, but I'm being objective.
Yeah, that's
y'all check it out.
He got paid.
We talk about it.
Y'all check it out.
They all got
Cam, same teammate that never made it out the first round. He made it out the first round.
He made it out the first round.
He almost won a title with the Spurs. Mm-hmm. Now
he talking about prime.
I know what he talking about, but
yeah,
but
that ain't what he said.
In Houston, didn't they make it out the first round?
I thought they did.
I thought they did too, but let me check.
Sure, Cam.
I don't remember that.
What up, though, Cam?
I'm checking. And I was no, I don't think he did.
That's cool. Individually, that nigga was a monster. Individually,
Vince Carter didn't they play together?
Yeah, they played together in Toronto.
So Orlando, remember they were up 3-1, and they lost that. That went 7.
Damn, T-Mac and Vince Carter on the same team.
In Houston, seven games. When his first year in Houston, and then his 2006, only 7 games in that one too. So yeah, unless he won 4, and then lost 3. Yep, it doesn't look like he did it as a Rocket. But at least that's what it's saying here. Anyway, let's see. And yeah, that was it. That's all I got. Harden, man. Hey, man, get Harden out of here.
Yeah,
all he did was go to the free throw line, bro. That prime Harden was overrated.
Look, Harden is a very great player, MVP, obviously. And did he win it more than once? Was he a 2-time MVP? Or was it one time?
Once.
Okay. Either way, being MVP gives you an accolade. But Harden is, my opinion, I always talk about making your name in the playoffs. What type of, and I tell you about the Clippers. And I told you at the beginning of the season. I told you when they made the James Harden trade.
I said it was the dumbest thing ever. I said we overrate these teams.
And he about to leave.
Yeah. Get him out of here.
Sebastian said T-Mac is y'all's Paul George. Bro,
yes.
he might be right, bro.
Yes, no one.
He might be right on that one.
Before PG.
That's true. A beautiful game. Just can't.
Yeah.
Man, shout out to Caitlin Clark who broke a record tonight. The most turnovers ever as a rookie. She did 10 turnovers.
Oh, I like that stat. I like that one.
Hey,
keep it coming. Keep it coming,
Allen
Shelton.
Iverson had a whole bunch of them, didn't he? Peyton Manning had a whole bunch of them too, didn't he? Fuck all that.
Most turnovers ever by a rookie.
That's cool. Learning experience. That's all it is. Right? It's just a learning experience.
All right, well, we're going to have some lessons learned by the time we come back next week.
Yeah.
Either by OKC in Minnesota. Well, shit, they the only ones that got to learn, really.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll be back next week, man. We out. Peace.